What's up, everybody? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly with Tank and Brandman. How you guys feeling?
FML.
It's been a long week for you, man.
I know all about what's going on. Yeah.
That's why I am drinking tonight.
Drinking beer already.
And was that a Cheers mug?
Tank, you
Yeah.
It's
Say
what
what?
it looked like.
It
Looked like a Cheers mug.
Yeah. I guess it is a Cheers mug, huh?
We were trying to get some going. We were updating videos, so that's why Tank was sitting there trying to get that together. So. Trying to update it. Yeah, I know. So for all the super chats and stuff like that, we're going to have a new video that was actually not going to cost us any money. So every time I try to play it, they try to claim it. So
oh, really? I'm trying to, but I'm having an issue right now with my program not opening up.
Oh no!
Which makes me wonder. I'm like, should I keep this freaking graphics card? It's like,
you can get rid of it.
Like that's the thing. Like I have a really good graphics card I can keep, and it would greatly increase my GPU. You know, like by like 33% on like every stat, or I can make like $1,000 by selling it. So it's like,
you know, the I say make $1,000.
You know, that's why I was like, I can make $1,000 because I'm going on vacation in a few months. But it's also like I use this thing every day, every day, and then I don't have the problems because I run a lot of my internet stuff through my GPU processor. If I run it on this processor, that's gonna be like lightning quick, So that's why I was like, I don't know. I mean, I still got to update to Windows 11, but I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. I went to go do it yesterday, and then I had an issue, and then I just stopped. I was like, fuck, it's too late. I'll do it later. But yeah, so I don't know. Chat, do I keep it or do I sell it? Do I make $1,000 or do I upgrade my graphics card?
Let's put a poll out there.
Put a poll up there. See what you guys say.
All right.
Yeah, because that's the dilemma.
Tank.
I know, like Brian said, sell it. My wife says I should keep it. I had a few other my friends, I asked two other my friends. One guy said sell it. One guy said keep it. So it's literally like 3 and 3. I was like, I don't know what to do. So we'll see.
Should Tank sell his new graphics card?
Oh, is it? I'll just mark it. Which one? I would say untested. It's like what number is that one? Okay, I'm mark it. Oh, my bad. Yeah. So that's I kind of want to see what you guys say because there's 14 of you guys right now. Money, or better computer.
Money.
How would that affect the show? It would affect the show because Streamyard is web-based. So like all three of us are technically hosts. So it goes by whoever is like kind of the better one. And if I had something like that, like it would help, a lot, with playing videos, it'll freeze less and stuff like that, where like, if I bring up a website, if I go like an IMDb, like I freeze, like that would probably go away. A lot of other stuff would go away. I would be able to edit, videos like a lot quicker. So just stuff like that. But yeah.
That's a good question. All right, let's go through some of these comments real quick because everyone's been awesome while he's trying to do that. What up, Fernando?
Up.
Says RIP Nightcrawler. Hopefully he gets resurrected next season. Can you resurrect someone again? You can't do that right now. If you didn't resurrect Magneto, you can't do that. And I have a very love-hate relationship with this X-Men 97 finale. Very much.
And
so.
I see that.
No, that's understandable for sure. Yeah.
Like my initial reaction was like, "Oh, that was awesome." And then the more I thought about it, I was like, "But they didn't do this. They didn't do this. They didn't do this." they should have done this, and then like, am I just complaining about because someone else wrote it differently? Sometimes that feels disingenuous, and it's like get over yourself and just watch it and enjoy it. But I feel like they did other things, but I don't want to get into it too much without really going through why I feel certain ways. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. The characters I felt had arcs from start to finish the season were Apocalypse, Nightcrawler, and Nightcrawler. Star Wars Starfighter rumored to take flight at D23 tomorrow.
That makes sense. I mean, what else they got going on?
You know, X-Men 97. I mean,
yeah, but for Lucasfilm, we got shit. Darth Maul season 2. You know,
said those saying that season went off track during following Rise of Apocalypse don't know what they're talking about. Episode 1, 3, and 4 were the Apocalypse trilogy. 2, 5, 6, and 7 are the Shadow of Apocalypse. 4-parter that were Apocalypse theme that built towards the present day Apocalypse 2-part finale. Then he says, have you guys seen Animals? The Animals teaser trailer. Yes, we got that up there right now. By any means, that's final trailer. I didn't bring that one up. Heart of the Beast trailer 2 and the Neegly season 1. Well, we had Reacher. First 3 episodes dropped already.
I only watched 2. It was a great start. It was a great start. So I still got that 3rd episode to go. But yeah.
Fernando says, what up, Teague? Bob Iger bought the LA Lakers. Crazy. For $12.5 billion.
Yeah. But it's not just Bob Iger.
Yeah.
It's also Kushner, one of the Kushners. So it's Ivanka's husband's brother. That makes sense. I forgot because there's Jared Kushner, and I forgot he's like Josh. I think Kushner.
Josh Kushner, yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah. So, also they were looking. They Bob Iger went into by a team when they did or they were trying to do the expansion to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that obviously expansion fell through. So.
Well, they're supposed to be expanding to Seattle too.
No, again.
Yeah,
bring back the Supersonics.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Nice.
So there. Fernando says, I saw End of Oak Street. It's very good, better than Brand New Day. Just kidding.
Wait, just kidding on it's very good or just Brand New Day? Because
Brand New Day part.
I heard it's a pretty fun movie. I heard it's not like amazing, but I heard it's like it's pretty good. You know,
I heard it's not what you think. If you think about Jurassic Park or any of that other stuff, is not like that at all.
Yeah. I watched Sully's like spoiler-free review, and he enjoyed it.
Excited to see. All right, Sam. Speaking of Brand New Day, is now $1.7 billion,
and it's not even the weekend yet.
By Monday, guys, I'm gonna guarantee it's at $2.1 billion.
2.1.
$2.1 billion by the time next weekend comes in. So that's awesome. Very excited about Daphne Keene returns as X-23 for Secret Wars. Yes, I heard that.
Is that confirmed, or is that just one of the many rumors that are being thrown around?
I believe it's just rumors right now, but I did hear that she's supposed to be coming.
I think it's a rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a far-fetched rumor. Like she likes playing the character.
Yeah, it
makes sense. You know. Yeah. I mean, they're bringing back everyone else.
Cheers, fellas.
Salud. All right.
Yeah.
The Tom Holland-led Spider-Man films included the current film and its box office numbers sit at $5.667 billion. In comparison, Avatar films have a box office run of $6.55 billion.
Jeez.
Tom Holland's probably going to catch him.
Just Tom Holland.
By himself.
That's crazy. Was that just Spider-Man? He said, well, it was just Spider-Man.
Just
Tom Holland
Spider-Man,
films.
Tom Holland's, yeah.
Damn.
Spider-Man led films. Tom Holland led Spider-Man films. Yeah. What's up, Collector? He says, how you guys doing tonight? What's up, Collector? How you feeling? Did you guys get the trailer I sent you with Ben Affleck's new movie that he directed and starts in? The Animals? Yeah, we got Animals already.
Oh, was that the one?
Yeah, Ben Affleck and what's her name?
Kerry Washington,
Kerry
right?
Washington. Yep. Yep. And then I got the Verity official one because I know the Collector was asked about that. And then Ramayana, because the guy asked us to do it last time, and I heard it's actually a good trailer.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Like, you probably want to check it out. And I was like, well, why not? So I wanted to tell you guys that the Toy Story 5 is going up for pre-order in a few days on 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD. Yeah, I'm buying all of them.
Heck yeah.
Because Toy Story 5.
No, I'll buy it 4K.
I won't buy it. I'll probably buy it, the Steelbook, and then I'll probably order it at Walmart or something else. And that's how it will 18 times. So, and it's coming out in September. Wow. Okay.
That's quick.
So that's that. MOT at the Animal one. Also, the first 5 minutes of Green Lantern that was released today. Mobland Season 2 trailer is up as well. Yeah, the first 5 minutes is a Green Lantern. I don't want to see it. Am I wrong?
Me neither.
No.
If this was like a month ago, then maybe.
It's 3 days.
Yeah. It's a couple of days, and even though I'm gonna
be in paradise,
shithole. I'm just gonna be in the hotel that entire time, just watching shows and sitting with my laptop. So that'll be one of the many things that I do.
Is it all inclusive?
I believe it is.
Then you should be at the bar, being outside, being upset.
At least be mad on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
What up, Jen? She said, hey, Kings. Spoiler, she got the tank. Brian, that's awesome. I appreciate you, Jen, so much. You guys are just doing your watch party for Silo. Yeah. So that was awesome. I didn't want to see it, so I just wanted to see you guys. So that's why I just jumped in for that. What's up, Mama Bear? How you doing? Teague says Coyote versus Acme is the other film people need right now. Dealing with companies and the fine print.
I'm just happy that movie's actually gonna see the light of day, because for a minute it seemed like it wouldn't. I always like when studios end up picking up something like that, because shit, it happened with what's it called, Toxic Avenger. I thought that movie was just gonna be gone forever. So it's really cool that that this got picked up, and the advanced reviews are actually saying it's solid. And I love Looney Tunes. I think all three of us love Looney Tunes because it's something we all kind of grew up with. So yeah, I like the cast. I like and I'm just curious to see it, because I do want to see that in the theater.
I'm with you.
And I even the guy who's directing it, if memory serves me correctly, has even kind of showed a little bit of promise. Dave Green, he did Earth to Echo years back, and even though this wasn't like one of his finest moments, he did the second Michael Bay produced TMNT, which I never watched it because
this is the better one.
Because yeah.
I didn't like.
I like
TMNT's with Michael Bay.
Yeah, I put it on my blacklist.
I mean,
you said it's the better one.
Was not good. The second one, it was still not good, but it was better than the first one.
It was
for
better.
Sure. Yeah, for sure, it was better. It was it was better, but it wasn't like it's still on the bottom of the list. You know what I mean?
It's the second to worst one. It's not the worst one.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it was a little more tolerable.
Yeah. Really? Well, Bebop and Rocksteady actually didn't look like too over designed, and for the most part kind of spot on based on what I saw of them in the trailers and ads and stuff like that. So
they bring in Krang in on it too, which is wild. I did not expect that. So yeah, they did a okay job with some of it. Yeah,
maybe one of these days I'll put it on and give it a shot.
Tank is a lot nicer than me.
Really?
Because I would say it's trash.
It's trash.
It's trash.
Oh yeah, I mean it's still not good, but
is it true they make Casey Jones like a cop or something like that?
Wasn't it a detective?
Worse.
What?
He's a fucking security guard. One of the guys.
Oh my god! Yes,
I believe he was like one of the security guards that drives one of the bank trucks.
Yep.
That's what he was.
What?
So he's not even a. He wants to be a
brink
cop.
truck. He's
the Brinks Cup driver.
Yeah.
He wants to be a cop, but yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Exactly.
So like he's still like he's kind of loosely associated with being a police officer, but not really. You know what I mean? So
my lord, why do they do this?
That's why I said you can go ahead and watch it, but I'm let you know this.
I hope the reboot next year, or not next year, in 2 years, like just does the exact opposite of everything that these movies did. And this is going to make me pour another shot.
Yeah. I would say he's not the worst part. I still think what's her name was the worst part. She was just so bad.
Who, Megan Fox?
So Megan Fox. She's just so flat.
She had no business playing April O'Neil. She was one of the first. She was okay. So the 2014 one, that holds significance in my life because that was the last movie that me, my mom, my dad, and my sister all saw as a family before I got on that plane to Korea several weeks later. That was the last movie we saw as a group because we would all watch the TMNT movies growing up. So I'm like, what better thing to watch before I leave the country? And then I was just sitting there trying to make myself enjoy it and then just couldn't. And her as April, unfortunately, was one of the biggest things that like really took me out of it.
Yeah, 100.
Like, and that was all Michael Bay's idea to bring her back.
It was a good idea.
Even though technically he didn't direct that movie still very much had his fingerprints all over it. I kind of feel like he
100%
ghost directed it. It was just, never mind. Let's move on to something else. I could go on about that all night if I wanted to.
What up, Lawrence? We got Drew in the building. Lawrence. He says, "I didn't get the memo to wear gray." Hey, I didn't even realize I had gray on until you said it.
I think we all just.
You guys got like matching ones on.
Yeah, I think we all just subconsciously kind of coordinate. Maybe it's like
it's outside. You look outside and you see gray skies. And that's put some.
So naturally, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that video I sent you about the tree?
Yes, I sure did.
The whole log came up with it.
Yeah.
It's like only in Chicago, guys. Only in Chicago. Well, I'll play it a little later. Let's just get through some of these comments.
Okay.
Teague says, an actor is doing comic news. The actress who played Miss Marvel is having her first comic series, Chachu, released in trade format March of 2027.
Iman Vellani?
Yeah.
Iman Vellani.
I think that's cool.
There was I think a preview or something. I saw it at my comic book store last week for it. So it looks cool. Like the artwork and everything like that. So it looks cool.
Yeah, and she's a through and through fan of that kind of stuff, which
she's a nerd.
I like it. And so I think she's one of the more slept on casting choices in the MCU. Like you could tell she very much was Kamala Khan before she even became Kamala Khan.
Agreed.
So for her to do a for her to get a comic of her own, like I'll get out there and check out anything that she has a hand in. I think that's terrific. Hang on one sec.
Here. Well, speaking of like people getting comics, I wind up ordering this. This is the ash can, so it's not fully out yet, but Robert Trujillo is getting Year of the Devil.
Yeah.
So it's the Ash Can, which is like a preview, but it's like a smaller version than like a normal comic. So this is like a normal comic, like it's small, but I had to get it because that looks dope as shit.
You know what I will
Obviously,
say?
that's Jay Gonzo. I love Jay Gonzo. Like his artwork is
You do.
me. I have so much of his stuff. Like and my wife has it hanging up upstairs. But yeah, but Robert Trujillo, I think it's a 4 or 6 issue thing that's coming out next year.
I thought it was 6.
It might. Yeah, I forgot, but I'm gonna check that one out.
What I'm gonna do this real quick before we get into all the other stuff. This brand new day is
that's cool.
Awesome. It was really fast. It had some really cool art in it.
Oh, it's one of those TP, like the
TPC.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. So very cool. If you got to see it, it's actually only $10. Good story. I really enjoyed it. It kind of shows that how Brand New Day is not just a story; it's more of an era, and it's just different. But it's a good different. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. That's sick. Super dope.
My best how to affect the show, and then let me see. I keep the old system. Get a new one. A says I get a better computer. All right, and then we got to our super chats.
I didn't even know he gave a super chat. My bad, man.
Yeah, I was trying to get to it, but we. Laura says, first off, thanks for the super chat. Says, did you see Jeff's rumor on Susie Bimba poor things being Storm?
No, but that's interesting.
Didn't they already that was just a rumor with what's her name, right?
Yep.
Earlier in the week.
Nothing's been confirmed yet.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, I remember her. Haven't seen her in too much stuff, but now ever since they've started talking up Jamie Lawson, I'm kind of set on that.
In my mind, yeah.
How old is she?
Susie? That's exactly what I was looking at.
26.
She's only 26.
It makes a lot more sense with the rest of the other casting.
Mm-hmm. It does. Her age kind of corresponds, but I don't know if this is just me. I always kind of saw Storm being like not much older, but a little older, just to have that kind of maternal figure vibe. Not significantly older, but just kind of have a couple years on the others. Maybe has a little bit more tenure at the school than
not as
Jamie Lawson's only 28, so it's only like a 2-year difference. So it's not like crazy.
It's not crazy.
But I still like Lawson. I think I still like Lawson more.
I think she's very good at playing characters that seem to kind of have a little more maturity and have that commanding presence, like even in the Batman.
100%. Let me just read this.
Senior versus freshman.
It says, as mentioned, the post-sharing and casting rumor about Susie Bimba as the MCU's possible choice for Storm has numerous responses indicating that this isn't who many fans want for the role. One of the kinder responses, comments to the effect saying, I'm not saying anything disrespectful about this woman, but I prefer Jamie Lawson. And the similar comments read, I don't know about her acting, but I think the age and look-wise, she fits the role. Sad, it's not Jamie, but it's fine. There are unfortunately a number of comments that are not so kind, similarly expressing the preference and often a rather strong preference for Lawson. So she's getting a backlash already.
Yeah, and pulling up Jamie Lawson again and just kind of her filmography, I kind of, based on the different roles she's been playing, like she's a lot more proven, and looking at her in the Batman, the Woman King, Sinners, the Running Man, she has that versatility under her belt too. So I kind of see her slipping more into Storm with I see that more than this actress. You know, she's been out there and proven herself more.
Yeah.
He also said that there's only going to be 4 MCU X-Men cast members along with Sadie Sink. So only 3 extra ones are going to be announced during the D23 showing.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So they
I mean, if you do like first class kind of thing, like the first class isn't like crazy big. I mean, you have Jean, Cyclops, you probably have Archangel, you know.
Have you casted that yet?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, I know the one that you had sent from Gen V, which will be perfect. Just perfect. Perfect.
So
yeah. You know, but you know, yeah, we'll see. It's just I think Lawson, granted it's only 2 years difference, she just looks more older, like mature, where was it Susie was her name? Like even she looks like way younger. Like she looks way younger,
Yeah. I kind of want someone who's kind of got that more kind of those kind of like mature, kind of more defined features, kind of like exactly like Jamie Lawson has.
She's more attractive, guys.
She is.
I mean,
that's where it is. Jamie Lawson is more attractive, and people are upset because Susie Bimba is not as attractive as Jamie Lawson, which is not saying anything hard or saying anything bad about her. It's just saying you're not as attractive as A is not attractive as B. So that's kind of what that comes down to. But yeah, no, hearing a lot about that. So I just wanted to put that in. But because he did the super chat, we do need to give him a video. And let's do this one. You got it?
No, I have to restart my computer to pull up Adobe so I can't mess with it right now.
Just leave it. So I'm gonna go with this.
Hello, rich people. Troy's joining you. Yes, I'll hold.
Every comment will take forever. Well, he was a super chat, so we're gonna definitely get the time on his super chat because he paid for it, so he deserves to get that.
Exactly.
Like where you sell the computer, you sell your graphics card. Just the graphics card is what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's an extra one I got.
What's up? Say hi, fans. Much love from Malawi, Africa. How y'all doing? Doing great. Much love, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
I know you left a comment that we'll get to. So appreciate the comments.
100%. The good news is we know for a fact that we're getting season 3. That's very true.
For X-Men?
X-Men, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We get season 3 and 4.
Yeah. I want to talk about that too when we get to. I want to get to X-Men soon, so let's get
Yeah.
Jen says, I can't even talk about that right now. I'm so frustrated with the X-Men. How you feel? I feel you so hard, Brian. I want to talk about it because there's a lot of stuff. Like I enjoy it. I enjoyed the initial thought, and then when I thought about it, I was like, but they didn't do this, and then they didn't do this, and they didn't do this. It kind of pissed me off. So we get to it. So we're good for 2 more seasons. Yep. Says yes, I can't wait. And Ahsoka season 2 is probably going to be announced tomorrow too.
Yeah. What's going on with that? Because it feels like it was ages ago that they filmed it.
I don't know. It's because Star Wars has just been so poor, right? Recently, so any live action Star Wars is kind of hesitant with what do you do?
Yeah, my ability to defend a lot of Star Wars stuff is very much waning at this point.
Yeah, and they're also probably, I'm assuming, is like, since they don't have a lot going on and everything's getting canceled, try to space it out a little bit. So instead of Ahsoka coming in and like taking any hype away from Mando movie, they're like, all right, let's let that run its course, and then we'll get to
Hype
Ahsoka. I was a hype, yeah, potential hype, I should say. But yeah.
Keep on going. Did anyone else hear the rumor about another Doomsday trailer tomorrow? Yes, I did.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I do, so I want to see it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Reacher is so good.
Tomorrow.
Yep, it is tomorrow, so you should see that. Reacher is so good. Episode 1.
I watched that.
Episode 1 was pretty good too. So
episode 2 was really good. But I got to get into episode 3. I completely forgot that it came out this week.
Yeah, I had no idea until like literal hours before it started streaming.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, that is about to start up. But yeah, I got through all 3 episodes.
Nice.
In the early hours of this morning, actually. and Now I'm waiting for next Wednesday or next Thursday.
Thursday. So Bob, I brought it up in his op because buying the Lakers. Thought it made them watch it by any means Monday.
Oh yeah.
By any means we did do my
yeah.
Did you guys hear that the David Ellison is basically threatening all the people who work at Paramount? He said, if we lose this case, I'm moving Paramount out of California.
I did.
Well, he's using them like almost as a hostage almost, you know. But he's also like trying to blackmail like Hollywood, you know. It's like, all right, because Paramount might be the Paramount lot and Warner Brothers lot might be the 2 most like recognizable biggest like movie lots like in the world, you know, especially the Paramount. Like everyone knows that big front gate, like it's just iconic. And if he were to like move out, that would be crazy, you know. But I mean, that's it's a shitty move.
Take my ball and go home.
You know.
Take my ball and go home. That's what I'm doing. F you.
What?
As we saying, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
Yeah, but home is California, so it's like. But then, like you said, you risk on like, you know, because then you're saying like screw all the people that work for me, you know, because like either relocate or don't, you know. So it's like, yeah,
makes sense. We'll get that later. I think Marvel will move on from Captain America. He's just overrated. I saw him in a recent Doomsday trailer. Like, damn, they should introduce a new cool characters, not just bring him back.
Well. I like Captain America. I love Chris Evans as Captain America. He very much is Captain America to me. But I think when Marvel announced this new direction that they were going with after Endgame with the new generation, I was very satisfied in the idea that chapter was closed. Them kind of walking things back with bringing back Evans as Cap, whether he's Cap or if he's a variant, whether he's Captain Hydra, whatever the hell. It just seems very. It just reeks of desperation to me, you know. But again, we'll maybe I'll be proven wrong. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking forward to seeing how they handled the next generation and then so forth. It was something that was pretty interesting to me. So I'll always kind of wonder what could have been.
Yeah.
They didn't do it. So all right, we're about 15 minutes behind. So I'm gonna start hitting these real quick. Jump around a little bit. Canes, we meet again on this Thursday night. What's up, Tony? How you feeling? Tank should let both Lily Tank spread out all his cards. Okay. I wanted to ask you guys, I've been hearing that there's tornadoes, really bad weather in Chicago. Have you guys been affected? Dude, my mom has been out of power for a while. Besides that, my restaurants all got generators, so I've been pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Tuesday, my work had to close down. We lost power, and it wasn't coming back anytime soon. So,
yeah. Thankfully, none of my power went out. So,
yeah. At home, I've been lucky. I've been pretty good at home. So, yeah. But it's been scary. It's been scary.
It's gonna rain more too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
yo,
that's sick.
We got Relic. Relic did a raid. We appreciate that, Relic, man.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you, Last Relic. I saw him talking about the bricks and minifix kind of stuff. So he's talking about all that. So that's always a fun time, man. But appreciate everyone coming in from that stream, coming over.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We're gonna do this real quick because we want to get into X-Men 97. I mean,
we're gonna talk some X-Men.
So DC canceled a few series, I was listening to the BS of my mom this morning. Michigan tax return came back. It's like 7 months since we had our taxes. Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of people in Michigan that didn't get the taxes done. There's a lot of people in Michigan that are complaining about it.
Mm-hmm. That sucks.
So X-Men season 2 was not the same without Bo. I call it 7 out of 10 overall. That's what if writer is in charge, and that's why it changed stuff. Disney Plus just canceled Power Rangers.
That sucks. I was kind of getting excited about that.
I was curious to see where they were going to go with it. Yeah, that sucks.
Kevin Davis, what's up? How you feeling? He says Simon Kinberg trilogy got going to get announced at D23.
Why do they keep letting Simon Kinberg do things? What does he have on people? He must have some dirt on someone to be allowed to keep doing these things. Who keeps letting him? You'd think after X-Men 3, they learned their frigging lesson with him. He screwed up the Dark Phoenix storyline with X-Men The Last Stand. And then on top of that, if that weren't bad enough, someone made the brilliant idea after he screwed that up to let him write and direct the same storyline. And he screwed it up even worse. And then on top of that, what was that like spy movie that he did? With Jessica Chastain, the 355.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
They let him write and direct that. Like, what does he have? He has to have something on someone that he keeps being allowed to do this. And now some trilogy they're giving him.
This is how it goes, man.
I don't know.
Got something.
I don't know the last movie because he was a producer on a bunch of stuff, which is whatever. But like the last. Man, yeah. I mean, all the X-Men Apocalypse sucked. Dark Phoenix sucked. He wrote the Fantastic Four sucked. Future Days of Future Past was not the best.
Mm-hmm.
He did Jumper. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, at a certain point, like it. At a certain point, enough is enough. Like, stop him.
Yeah. Really, and James Gunn.
So Ahsoka's coming out at the beginning of 2027.
I can't co-sign that with James Gunn. I'm not gonna suddenly condemn him because of DC, because the Guardians movies were still fire. So no, I'm sorry. No.
Say American Horror Story season 13 trailer dropped again. Sorry, I was going through my notes. Gotcha.
13 seasons is crazy.
13 season. And then we got Ted Lasso season 4 got an announcement date.
Oh no, that's season 5. Like, season 4 is
5 because season 4 is
happening right now.
Yeah.
Which I gotta watch the episode 2. I haven't watched it. I forgot that came out yesterday.
Let me see. I'm just throwing run. Says nice Mighty Duck jerseys. Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh man.
Oh, anyone kept out and left California, I don't understand blackmail.
Yeah.
Relic sent me. Thank you, Relic, for all the stuff again. Appreciate it. He said, I did talk a bit about Spider-Man. I moved my review from 2 out of 10 to 4 out of 10. It's not that bad. That's funny, though. Said, what up, Relic and Relic Stream Raiders? Appreciate all you guys. That's all he says about who lets him touch the camera. I think James Gunn's better.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm not going to condemn James Gunn because of a couple like he's made stuff that I liked. Like again, I'm not going to pretend like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies weren't awesome. I love all 3 of those. So
that's what I'm talking about. All right,
there you go.
C on it. You can put the C on it. That's what you got to do for Conway.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's awesome. I love it, man. That's awesome. That's so good. So Texas or Tennessee would be a good place for Warner Brothers, Paramount, WB Studios. David Zaslav deserves all the blame because he's the one that sold off Warner Brothers in the first place. Tank, you're muted, by the way.
Oh shit! I'm like, why did I mute that? Yeah. You can't blame David Zaslav because he offered so much money that he couldn't refuse at that point, you know, because he was still kind of talking to people and he was going to sell it to Netflix, and then they came out with this insane amount of money, you know, but and it ain't going through. It ain't going through. When you're going to desperate things like with that, Tennessee would be shit for Paramount, but the Tennessee would be horrible. Like nothing happened. Texas, at least, you know, it's free, you know, but you know, there's the same thing, you know, it's not gonna happen.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping so. Yeah, I'm just watching the old X-Men cartoons. I'm more interested in James Mangold Star Wars movies because it's based off Legends book. We got Tamika in the building.
Yo,
hey, fellas, what's up, everybody? Kevin says people need to lower the expectation for D23 Expo, going to focus on 2026, 2027, Slate Hexed, Avengers, Doomsday, Ice Age, Bluey, Starfighter, Frozen 3, Simpsons 2, Avengers, Secret Wars. I think you're gonna get casting for X-Men.
I think that's the only thing I'm kind of interested in, that and maybe some Starfighter stuff. Everything else, everything else.
Bluey.
No,
I mean, I know you don't have any kids, so you don't watch Bluey, but Bluey is. I've been itching for some new Bluey.
People don't like Bluey and they love Bluey.
Yeah.
Both. They either don't like it or they love it.
People that don't like it are just, you know, psychopaths.
Yeah. What?
There's no reason not to love Bluey.
Yeah.
You don't like it because you don't have kids. That should be the only reason.
My kids don't like Bluey. So
No?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah. And my wife doesn't like it because of what this crazy stuff they have their parents doing. So yeah. I enjoy Jumper, but the best movie is Jumper. Time to Swallow Double Barrel. I forgot James Gunn, The Guardian, and Scooby Doo. I do like those movies, but damn, his crap movies are outweighing the good.
Yeah,
James Gunn has done a lot of good ones.
James Gunn has done some great stuff. You know, like the Guardians movies. I like the Peacemaker first season of Peacemaker. I like season 2 was kind of all over the place, but I still liked a good amount of it. Personally, I know there's a mixed response on Superman. I liked what he did with it. He wrote the Scooby-Doo movies. I love Scooby-Doo. I kind of like the kind of self-aware take that he brought to it writing wise.
Scooby-Doo was good.
Slither, which was
yes,
you know, a pretty good like old school creature feature type thing. I liked Slither, so I
he did Super. Super was awesome.
Super, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Those
Slither and Super are like older ones that he did that a lot of people don't talk about anymore.
Yeah.
So I can't co-sign. Really, I do like him a little bit. I don't like him that much, but that's a bit much. Bluey's music is nice.
Music.
For D23, I'm interested in Ahsoka Season 2, Starfighter, and Darth Maul animated TV show.
Yeah, I think that's what we're getting.
If I said Bluey teaches kids to walk on their parents, and then make them into the dance machines.
I have never watched one episode of Bluey.
Then I'm interested in see what else that they're going to announce. I really don't care about Pixar unless they do something I'm interested in. But you will never know unless they announce something.
Yeah.
So Bluey keeps my French bulldog from being mad.
You put it out for your dog. That's hilarious.
My kids don't watch Bluey because they watch Transformers, G.I. Joe, Static Shock, Teen Titans, and I'm actually a good dad. No shade though. But
yeah, but you're not gonna put on Transformers for like a 4-year-old. Yeah, you know, like I'm not gonna put on G.I. Joe for a 4-year-old. You know, I mean, once they get older, like I have like, you know, stuff, you know, I bought this. I can't wait to watch this with them, you know, like the real Teen Titans, not fucking Teen Titans Go, that bullshit. You know, so like, yeah, no, like, but like for a 4-year-old, I'm not gonna have them watch Transformers and G.I. Joe, you know, because Bluey's nice because it teaches, like, I think more like body autonomy and like I think like simple things that kids need to learn.
But I do think
at an early stage,
I do think that they do have a problem with the parent children dynamic and stuff, but I know no one else wants to care about it, So let's just talk about this last one so we can get to X-Men 97. Has anyone seen the first 5 minutes of Lanterns? Hopefully we will get something good for Starfighter. I think we're going to get something good for Starfighter. I think we'll get the last one.
I hope it's good. I mean, I always hope Star Wars is good, but
I'm not holding my breath on Star.
Yeah, same.
No,
same. It's just
it's more of me wanting to like it and hoping that it's solid. But you know, stuff like this is just too. I don't know. It's too all over the place. So I don't.
Yeah. You know, I think all over the place is a good way to put it, because like you're doing Ahsoka shit, and then she's in a different galaxy, and then you're doing like Darth Maul, which is kind of a prequel-y story to stuff, you know, and then you know, and then you're doing Starfighter, which is a random story, and then you're doing Mando. So it's like, what do you like? What time frame are we trying to work in? You know, so you know,
hang on 1 second.
Oh,
I am gonna get more alcohol. Hang on.
I'm trying to get to this X-Men, guys, before everyone.
Yeah, when he gets back, we'll start it before he gets too drunk.
I'm rushing to try to get this stuff in. We like,
you gotta skip comments, man. I was like,
I'm trying to skip, and then we get caught on a comment, and then we talk for 5 minutes.
But I'm much more.
Oh, guys, we're never gonna catch up.
Yep.
Let's not talk about
it.
Okay, I'm gonna pull.
X-Men. Yeah, when he gets back, we'll get that going.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about X-Men, because there's things that I don't like, and there's things that I do like, in it is for different reasons too. You know, it's like storytelling wise, there's things that they just messed up on. The storytelling wise, you can't. I
think the biggest thing is the pacing. It's like, why are you doing like, you know, like these large arcs in like 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
You know, why are you speed running? Why are you speed running X-Men? You don't need to.
Yep.
And
when you could take time, and then when you know, kind of forecast or foreshadow something that's going to be happening, and then the payoff happens in 5 seconds, that pisses me off.
Yeah. Like immediately.
Like, why did you forecast this? Why would you foreshadow this earlier and then say this matters, and then it ends in a second? That pisses me off. You know, I don't understand.
Yeah.
So, all right, you can take over. We go from there, and I can argue my stuff now.
Yeah. All right, we'll jump right into it. Where we at? I gotta find things. All right, let's go. Good.
Yep.
You want to take that shot first before we get started?
Hang on 1 second.
You're gonna be. You're trying to like not remember the plane ride.
I just
you're gonna go sleep and wake up in Cabo.
I just don't want to feel feelings. That's great. Okay, where are we?
All right. Let's talk X-Men. Let's go. All right, what's up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. We got another discussion about X-Men 97 Season 2, the finale. What was this one? Survival of the Fittest, I believe it was called.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, episode 9, the end of Season 2. We were supposed to get 10 episodes, but they changed it up. You know, and there's all the rumors about that, but
it feels like they changed it. They're doing one way, and they decided to go ahead.
They kind of, kind of. I think they took out a lot of things in the season overall. But we'll talk about the finale, and then we'll talk a little bit about the entire season and kind of rate that with it. But yeah, it just picks up right where the last one left off, with Gambit being in a coma, I guess, after being dead. He's brought back, you know, and then you find out Apocalypse was inside of him, and this and that, and X-Force and X-Factor team up to kill Gambit that secretly Apocalypse lives inside. So you got a lot of things going on, you know. So, you know, Rogue is trying to figure out how to save Gambit, you know. So Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot happening for sure in this one. So yeah, we'll get into all of it. So if you haven't seen it, we're gonna get into spoilers, just so you know. So if you haven't, hit pause, come back and check it out later. Because we're gonna talk about everything. I would say there's some spoilers in this one because there's some stuff that happens where you're like, oh damn,
Absolutely,
like, that's big. That's really big. So yeah. But if you want to start it off, Brandman, like some things that you probably liked before we get into the negatives.
I liked the emotional core of it. I liked that we were, we had some sense of resolution with everything that went on with Gambit last season.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked that it was about him and it was about Rogue at the core. And I liked what they did with Nightcrawler. Scope wise, it was cool to see, the X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor in there all together. Kind of we had X-Factor kind of more antagonist, like a secondary antagonist, which I thought was fine because I kind of felt in tune, but it was really cool seeing everyone together. I think they really spare no expense when it comes to the action sequences. So and just giving each character emphasis in terms of what they can do. So I really liked that. The last 5 minutes I kind of got a little like, not like full on, but like I got a little misty right there.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. No, come on,
a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I was cutting some onions for breakfast at the time, but no. And again, I know every time we talk about X-Men 97, I emphasize the animation style and the look. It just really popped for me, especially this episode. And I think even though this season has kind of left me in a state of limbo and kind of left me wanting them to move a little faster, I can honestly say every episode leaves me wanting more, wanting to see what's going to happen next. So I think the quality is still present from the first season. Do I love it as much as I did season 1? Not quite. Do I still love it? Yeah, because I'm always waiting to see what happens next. So yeah, I need more, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, sounds good. What were you, Brian? What are some of your likes?
I think they did a great job. First, the opening is phenomenal.
Oh, every week.
Seeing everybody there, seeing Bishop and seeing Polaris and then how they changed it because from that Magneto to Val when they were going against each other at the beginning. So seeing that was interesting because it's like they knew what they're going for.
So this season especially, that'll always be one of my favorite things with X-Men 97 specifically, how they kind of switch everything up every intro to kind of fit the pending narrative. And this especially, because I did a double take because I'm so used to seeing like Charles do his thing and then Magneto do his thing and then the two factions running at each other. But then I'm like, wait, that's not Magneto, that's Val. Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
And which was interesting when you have that post credit scene that we got from it.
Yeah, exactly. They really, dare I say, season 2's intro is just probably one of my favorite things about season 2. Like I'm still riding a friggin' high about the X-Force intro from a couple episodes ago.
For like the 3rd episode or something like that.
Like I was like, yo. But yeah, that was to add to kind of boost off of what you said, Brian. Like that really took me by surprise in a good way.
Same.
Then I think that it opened with a bang, and then with the whole thing with Rogue and her dreams and all this stuff, that was interesting. And then, I mean, that was actually a really big part, but I don't want to get too much into it. But the X Factor, X Force, X-Men, I didn't think I really wanted it. I thought that was kind of like, that's not the storyline that I was going for, and that's what they're doing, but they did it so very well. I enjoyed seeing what Cable did. I enjoyed seeing, Storm not take 5 hours to warm up her powers. I enjoyed, seeing, Cyclops actually do something, or Jean Grey actually do something, because this entire season, since episode 2 or 3, whatever, they haven't done crap. So like, I enjoyed seeing Polaris go all out, but they were all able to do this stuff, and seeing the attacking forces, it just felt very X-Men-ish. And I think they did a great job with it, that whole scene. I enjoyed Rogue. I enjoyed Rogue, just plain and simple. So, and then when you start with what's his Isan? Is that the Celestial?
Oh yeah.
I knew immediately that when she said, I'm going to put the sacrifice, my mind was like, oh, Nightcrawler's going to do the same thing. Yeah. I knew immediately. And so, but I still enjoyed seeing it. I felt the feeling of it was there for me. I enjoyed the end credit was really good. The emotional feelings for all this stuff was really good. So there's a lot of things that I enjoyed from the episode. There's some things I didn't enjoy, but there's a lot of things I did.
Yeah, we'll get into the issues that we had with it shortly. But I mean, everything you guys said, I agree with. I got to throw in like the animation just looked great. Like when Rogue comes out of her transformation or whatever she did, I was like, she looked awesome. I think all the animation is just so like, it still looks like 90s, but just like touched up so well. Like it's just like, yeah, it's so good.
It's like, it's kind of hard to explain what they've done with the animation, because it feels very 90s, but at the same time, it's
like 4K.
It's 4K. Yeah. It's 4K, right?
It's literally, it's like you went from having the old CRTV back in the 90s, and somebody just like flicked on like the 4K, option. Like that's exactly what it is. It's so good.
And you know what, Tank? That's one of the things that I appreciate about this show. It updates things, but it doesn't update things. It like the animation style. It feels like an appropriate upgrade, but it's still very reminiscent of the old school, of the 90s predecessor.
Yeah, as it should. It's like one of the most iconic, one of the most iconic hero, like superhero animated shows.
Like it's
I would say this and Batman animated series
and Spider-Man to some extent, but the Batman and the X-Men were the gold standard.
Yeah.
Like that's what really got me into the into both, because even as a kid, like I wasn't really picking up comics the way I do now. But freaking the X-Men animated series, that was my gateway into all things X-Men, and then I started picking up the comics. Excuse me.
A lot of people,
just like I only knew with Batman, I only knew the first 2 Tim Burton movies and the Adam West Batman. I didn't know the comics until then.
Yeah. And now, Batman's number one again.
Yeah, I see, like 30 years down the line, this series holding up just like the 90s one did. And I think they'll be really, really good companion pieces in terms of like the upgrades. Both shows feel very organic. They don't they don't feel separate, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I mean it feels like a true continuation of like it's like literally like we went to sleep in in 97 on watching the old low quality, and just woke up the next Saturday morning 40 years later or 30 years later, and it's like, hey, it's high def. So yeah, But yeah, definitely good. But also, I mean, the voice acting has been spot on. Even with some of the changes they've done, like with Jubilee, I think she's a great voice acting. Just all around, the voice acting has been top notch.
Yeah.
So
even honestly, even with some of the replacement actors that they've gotten for some of the it doesn't
take a game.
It doesn't feel so different to where I'm distracted. Like I know it's two different Cyclops actors. I know it's two different Gambit actors. Two different actors voice Jean, but I never feel
like it's too different.
Yeah, the change doesn't feel too prominent.
Yeah, no, they did a good job with that. And I think the overall plot, especially with the apocalypse, was easy to understand. It didn't get too convoluted, which it could easily get convoluted. So the overall plot was good. I had some of the issue with some of the details we'll get into of and pacing and the way they got to how they went through some of the story. But overall, I really like the apocalypse, being like the guy from the season.
I hated what they did with Apocalypse past episode 4.
Really?
Past episode 4, I didn't think that Apocalypse was really Apocalypse. They foreshadowed all the four horsemen, right? And then they gave you one, right? And then he didn't really become a horseman; he became a replacement, which kind of was weird because that's not how it works. That's not how the story goes. And they try to use. He was like a case of the body snatchers. So it wasn't really So I know we're talking about this is kind of how the story goes. This is a good thing. I don't think it was. I don't think they did a good job. They tried to redo it. This is not like how it was before. This is not like the storyline how it was before. So I felt like this story wasn't a continuation. But my biggest complaint, I guess, really is that it seems like they're going towards one thing in the first couple of episodes, and then they changed course. And to me, I felt like this in the storytelling, it was obvious how they changed course and that they were trying to go back over here. Like they were going towards Onslaught, and everyone saw what we were going towards. And they might not have gotten to Onslaught. They might not. It might have been like the last episode. The last thing you ever do is Onslaught.
Yeah.
And it's a frame of them. You're seeing them, and that's it. That might be what we've gotten. But it just stopped.
Did the first season blow our expectations so high out of the water that our expectations for season 2 were infinitely bigger?
I think they did it to us because those first 4 episodes were so well done. What's the episode? Episode 4 was rated like a 9.5, 9.6, whatever.
Yes.
Because it was so good, and people's minds were blown because we're going to get Apocalypse, the real story of how badass it is, and we might get Onslaught at the end of this Apocalypse story. And I think that's where everyone thought we were going. And they started doing one-offs, which kind of did fit the story, didn't necessarily, but they felt short. And then they talk about, do you remember when we got into Ramatut talking about the external is the only way to defeat Apocalypse? And then they killed Kendra in 5 minutes. It was an external, they killed her in 5 minutes. So it's that's when they said, we're not doing this. We're not doing this storyline, and we're going towards this storyline. And we're going to cut off this stuff. We're going to push it all into one episode. And I feel like it was rushed. They should have done an extra episode. They should have made things a little bit longer. They could do the same thing they want to do, but just put some more, kind of storytelling in it.
Definitely.
Maybe you should have a second horseman. You ain't got to do all 4. Don't even do all 4. Just give me more than one. Would
that have changed anything? If you would have had all 4 horsemen, what would that have done differently?
I feel
what
like
would have that added?
Well, I think, first, okay, Apocalypse usually does things with 4 horsemen. When he's going against the X-Men, he says, okay, I'm going to have my horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
He puts all his ducks in the row. You tell me he came back from 2,000 years in the future and 2,000 years in the past and didn't think I need to have all my powers of 4 horsemen? What's going on? And then you're going to go forward with Gambit before you put any of the other ones in place? When you really foreshadowed that you can use these people as some of this X-Men as your horsemen? But which the original storyline, as Blackmail tells you, was supposed to do, like, I think it would have changed a lot. I think you could have done a lot with it, and now it feels more like an authentic Apocalypse thing. You don't have to finish the story, because I think Apocalypse is such a big character. You should never kill him off.
And Apocalypse is such a big character. In addition to that, Brian, like, he's such a big character that you'd think that his presence would be felt even when he's not on screen throughout the entirety of this season. That's what I expected.
And
because Apocalypse
didn't it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You know, and you felt like it's almost like it became this Gambit thing, but without him having Apocalypse taking over Gambit, just seems like small potatoes. Why would Apocalypse, who is the X-Men's greatest foe, not be thoughtful enough to think I need all 4 of my horsemen when you have other horsemen you could take? Where are you have a dead Magneto there. You have, you could have used Rogue or whatever. You could have used so many of these other characters that was laced in right there for you. We have Sunspot and Jubilee. You could have killed one of them and put them there too. There's so many opportunities that we had. We could have used Val and that she's resurrected, and then we have Mystique there. Like, there's things that they foreshadowed in their storytelling that this is going to happen, and then they didn't hit it. And that thing that bothers me more than anything. Like, you knew what you're doing, and then you didn't do it. I think that's my biggest qualm with this season.
Yeah, like I agree with that. Like, with them setting things up, because like they had Cable coming, back from the future and blah 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 and doing this, but I was like, but also they had a whole part where they even had it as a recap part in the finale where Apocalypse is like, oh, we need to go back to when the X-Men was the most vulnerable, to the 1990s, but then, so is this version of Apocalypse from the future? So like we never got that clarity of like what is Apocalypse doing to travel back in time to fix the problem? Same thing as Cable. Like, you need to have that match where Cable's coming back from the future. You need Apocalypse to also come back from the future, and we never got that. Like, there's a lot of things that were just
mismatched.
A cool line, and then that was it. Yeah.
It was like they were planning on it, and then I think what you saw for the first time when we got to 7 to 8 and 9, that Blackmail was only executive producer, no longer writer. And you saw and that's what I'm saying, that you saw they're going one way and then changed. Like, they did this thing with Bishop. Like, Bishop was supposed to be, he said he was supposed to be the Cyclops. He was going to be the leader of a lot of this stuff, because you're dealing with past and present, and you're doing all this stuff. And they set it up with Polaris and all that stuff, and then they didn't get really back into it. They see him now. The only thing we had with him and Polaris was,
a picnic.
Yeah, like that's just what it was. It's just so many things that we missed out on. Storm being head mistress for the school seemed like a big storyline that they was going to go with. And then nothing. I feel like they had these great ideas, and if you're gonna do some of these things, right, then you need to probably do 35-minute episodes. I'm not saying you gotta do 1-hour episodes, but you need to extend these things, because obviously you're doing it and you're trying to cram 4 or 5 episodes worth of information. I think Jen said this: 4 or 5 episodes worth of stuff into 28 minutes.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing something as vast as X-Men. Those stories are so extensive and rich that, like, 45 minutes, to tell them and do them justice and string them together.
Yeah.
They didn't
you got to do at least 18 episodes. I mean, you got to do more episodes. You got to do a real old school season. You can't do a sequel to a 90s show and say like, oh, we're only going to do like a third to a half of the season. 9 episodes, where in 92 we would get like 21 to 28 episodes. Like, come on. Like even 12 to 16 would have been better. But I'm saying like 18. Like you gotta give it more episodes. I mean, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, you could figure out your stuff. They could have transitioned from Bo DeMail to what they wanted to do, but you did it so abruptly that you left just plots just out there. We're not going to talk about that again. Don't worry about it.
Especially when he was midway through, into. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell when the when in this season when the creative boat got rocked.
Yeah.
And someone else grabbed the reins.
Yeah.
I think he had a great he was starting with something great, and then they just bring that man back. Come on.
I understand if you're not going to bring Bo DeMail back. I think he has respect for the whole X-Men. But if you're going to do something different, don't tell us like we're wrong for wanting what you foreshadowed. Mm-hmm. Don't tell me I'm wrong when you set it up and then say, oh, I know we said 4 horsemen and we talked about 4 horsemen in all these episodes and how important 4 horsemen were, and you only gave us 1, and then you didn't even use them as a horseman. You actually used them as a replacement body, so you do a body snatching episode. So what about the other 3 horsemen? You set up something with Magneto, and then you depowered Charles Xavier so much. You
depowered so many of the X-Men, so many of them.
Storm was like the whole time, like Jean Grey, who's supposed to be the strongest of all the psychics, couldn't even land a jet by herself. What are we doing, guys? I don't understand. Like there's just things that just didn't fit for me, but could it be solved by 10 minutes, 15 minute more episodes, and then longer episodes, and then give me 12, not cutting for 10 to 9, and then messing up the story.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Sorry, I had that all pinned up.
So I wonder, did they change the direction to get away from Bo on purpose? So going into season 3 and stuff like that, you can just remove him as an EP altogether. So it's like, well, if we don't do Onslaught, then he can't get the credit, and if we change how the story ends, then we can get away from him quicker. So
think about even what they did.
I don't know if that's the case or not, but
Rogue basically took Apocalypse and condensed it down to the thing, and they basically said, we're going to come see this later. They literally said, instead of doing what we're going to do, we're going to come and revisit Apocalypse later. They just stopped the story. They did whatever they had to do to be able to condense it in, and then they said, we'll come back to this later. So F whatever Bo DeMail was doing, we're going to wait for later, and then we're going to revisit this.
Yeah, because obviously he's not dead. I mean, they find ways to bring him back and stuff like that.
I mean, he gave it to Cable and said, hey, I know you're going to do it.
Yeah.
He's obviously going to it's basically the same prism that they put Kang in. Basically, that's all she did. She put in the same prism, and then they're going to say, we're going to come and see this later.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a storyline they're going towards that everyone was like, this is the most phenomenal thing I've ever seen in my life. And then they said, wait, we're going to wait. We're not going to do it. Mm-hmm. So they could do it free from Bo DeMail. That's how I feel like. That's why they didn't do the rest of the horsemen. That's why they never wanted to bring them in, because he would become such a bigger threat. Taking your own members. Can you imagine if you took one from X-Force, X-Factor, and the X-Men to bring all 4 of them in?
Mm-hmm.
So now he has 4 horsemen from them. He took one from each.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would make more sense for Apocalypse, who's outsmarted them in the past, outsmarted them in the future. That makes more sense for Apocalypse to do.
Yeah. I mean, because I think that's like kind of what you're saying. Like, I think that's why they stayed away from the Horsemen. It was they don't want to overcomplicate anything to find their way out of it. Because they're like, well, if we bring them in, then we got to find a way to bring them out. So let's just keep them out altogether and just focus on because I was thinking I'm like, why Gambit? But Gambit is a good connection to what they did with the External, what they did with Rogue. So it's like, so he was an easy. And then you can always claim, oh, well, that's how it was in the comic books. So I was like, there was like 4 issues, that was like that in the comic. And it wasn't like this. It wasn't like what they did here. Like he was a horseman for, and he wasn't dead and this and that, but still, like he was, under Apocalypse control for a little bit. And so yeah, I think, Gambit was just an easy way to get out with it, and I was like, cool, because I'm like, oh, it's cool that they connect the External because that's connected to Gambit. Rogue,
they really because they talked about it, how this is the way to be Apocalypse, and then kill her so fast.
Yeah,
and it's funny because she's the original Horseman.
I don't know if she's the original Horseman.
So that's the way it kind of goes. Like because when they fell in love, when he gave her the amulet, actually gave her part of his power to her. She was the original one that really became a horseman in a lot of the things. So if you look up Kendra's story with Apocalypse, that's basically she's basically the first horseman when you realize he could use his powers to do those things.
Yeah.
Yes, she's supposed to be Genesis in the books. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, because they set up with King, where King, when he left, and he's like, oh, something external needs to happen.
And then he didn't take her and says, don't worry, I'm going to leave you here because this external has to go down.
Yeah. So
like 3 minutes later, hey, you're dead.
Yeah. I mean, but then they could bring her back too. Find a way to bring her back. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, with stuff like that, I'm kind of curious because Apocalypse is not dead because he just don't die. So I'm kind of curious to see how all that eventually plays out. But yeah. I mean, that's why I think Gambit was a cool factor and it was a way to attach to the emotional part of everything from season 1 with him, while also like, all right, well, we need Rogue to be involved because like she can fix the Horseman and then it just seemed like too, I won't say easy, but it was just kind of easy, like the easy way out, and that was the one thing I think I'm like, were they doing this just to move on from Bo? So like now they're like, all right, now we're they're wiping their hands, like, cool, he's done, we don't have to put his name anywhere anymore, and then season 3 is going to be,
I thought a lot of the things that they were going to do would be more prominent throughout the season. I think that like we already said, Apocalypse should have been, like a bigger present. Heck, I thought Gambit was going to show up more throughout rather than the last several episodes.
Yeah.
It was the very definition of too many cooks in the kitchen. Granted, this season still worked for me, but if they took more time, it could have done a lot more for me.
Yeah. Also, like they told you what was going to happen so early on.
Yep.
I think like they didn't try hiding it with Nightcrawler at all. Because as soon as they said a sacrifice needed to be made, I was like, she's going to make a sacrifice.
And he's going to change.
Obviously. And then as soon as she took off and they didn't go with, and then he made his little face in his comment, I was like, he's gonna go in and make another sacrifice, and so I was not surprised at all. It did, don't get me wrong, still suck and it still hit, like, because you're like, oh damn, like it sucks, so like even I knew it was coming, I was still like watching it like, oh damn, but Yeah. Also, you can't do a body swap and ruin it with subtitles.
Yes.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? When it can't literally say Morph says this as I'm looking at Wolverine. Well, I'm like, oh, cool. Well, then,
So I wasn't the only one who caught that.
Yeah, they did it at the post credit too. They did it at post credit too. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
why would you do that?
You got to keep some surprises, dude.
I mean, there's only one character. It's only Wolverine on screen, right? So why would I need to say like Morph says this? I was like, he's the only person fucking talking on the screen. Like, I don't need you to like, oh, well, that's Morph that said it. I was like, cool, ruin the surprise, like, I mean, granted, it's not like the end all be all. Like, I was more like pissed off that they did it twice in this episode at the end with what's her name? I'm having a brain fart. Val, and Mystique. I was like, so I was like, what?
Details. They weren't, because I feel like
whoever's in charge of that needs to get fired, like, or at least in trouble. Maybe not get fired because Disney's firing a lot of people anyway, but at least get in trouble. Like,
they just
let's not do that.
So much of this stuff.
Yeah, it felt like a lot of it was like a speed run, and I think if you have like 18-ish episodes, those Savage Land episodes and Wolverine episodes don't seem too out of place. But when you have 9 episodes and 2 of them are just side stories a little bit, that doesn't pay off until the end at all.
You can't do that in these short series. If you're going to do 9 episodes, you can't have any filler. You can't have, it's not really filler, but just anything that's not exactly on the main story. You have to have main story stuff. I mean, it's only 9 episodes.
Yeah.
So it was just weird. I wasn't in love with it. That's all.
Yeah. What exactly? I'm like, when Havoc and Jubilee are fighting in with the spaceships with the airs, the jet fighters or whatever. I was like, why are we doing this?
And they both have powers, and we can use Jubilee, who showed that she was a badass earlier in the season, to actually fight Havoc and show that she could come to a stalemate with that. That would have been cool to see. Why wouldn't you just do that with their powers?
Yeah. I just. Was Forge even in this episode?
No.
I mean, was Storm really in this episode?
Storm had that one time when she didn't have that time. She pulled all their power, all the people out of the Sentinels, whatever. And she did that real quick. And she's like, with the lightning, like she was like, there was no time to warm up or anything like that. But this entire season, they just, the OG X-Men were barely in it.
Yeah. Like, this one was definitely like a Rogue, but also like Rogue had her moment with Magneto and Gambit last season. So it was like, I mean, I think last season did things so well with Storm had her own little side story. Jean and Cyclops had their side story. Bishop kind of a little bit as well. Yeah, so I was like, if you needed to have your Wolverine episode because you didn't do a lot Wolverine last season, cool, fine, but at least pay it off. Like, you didn't do any of that emotional thing of like he doesn't think as himself as like a human. He's just a weapon, like you didn't touch back onto that, like you're just like, yeah, cool.
So
he got his calls back.
So it should lead to something else.
Yeah.
He and Morph. The whole point of Morph not trusting him, did that even come up ever again?
Yeah, that's why. It's
no,
like,
it was that brief 30 seconds at the end of, what was that, episode 4?
Something like that.
5? Like, there was a lot they could have explored with that, especially considering, how close Morph and Wolverine have been established since the very beginning of this series, since the very first episode back in 92. They just that was something they really could have ran with. And so even though I liked this season, a lot of stuff left me feeling very, very unfulfilled.
That's basically where I'm at. Like, it was a fine season, but I feel totally unfulfilled for all of it. Like, I feel like they set up things and they didn't listen to themselves. It's almost like they didn't watch their own episodes.
Yeah, because like season 1, I felt like it ended. Season 1 ended, and then it set up what was going to happen next. And I feel like that's how a finale should end. Where this just like things ended, and it just. But even the ending of the things that are happening this season seemed very lackluster. And then they didn't really set up afterward. You know, like cool. You know, Kree's gonna become president. You know, it was like
we've done that storyline before. I've seen that storyline before.
Yeah, real life. You know, so you know, and then with Mystique, so I was like, but what's Mystique gonna do? You know, like Mystique was always working with Apocalypse. You know, so like I thought they were gonna connect her and him together again. You know, but again, to get away from Bo's stuff, you can't connect a lot of things to Apocalypse, so you can get away from it easy. So, yeah. It's like, they're not that, especially after like I think this season had pretty good ratings. So
wait, and he's also still
number one,
I believe. You know,
are they still in the lawsuit kind of thing? Yeah. And he's. I wonder if either party wants to come back together at this point. You know,
I think this is what Boldemail says. I've been told that my original launch for the season 2 has been reworked. My version of the first 3 episodes are being harmonized story across 3 timelines, which explore the origins of Apocalypse and his obsession with Ship, a world without the X-Men in the present, and the future with Cable's destiny set by Ascani to kill Apocalypse despite Scott and Jean's effort. Unfortunately, they tore it all apart and they said it was too complicated, and we worked it to make it a lot more simpler and straightforward. He said they redid everything he had going for Bishop. Bishop was supposed to be the new Cyclops. They really depowered everything we saw. We said my plan was Bishop to be the Cyclops of season 2. We'll see how that works. And they depowered Professor X. Part of the reason I was fired because of all these storylines, and I was trying to push Bishop. They wanted him to just be the Black Muscle, and I was trying to him into a more complete character. The same with Storm in the storyline. They didn't like it. He said, yeah, I played it that Bishop has to come back because someone was found to betray the X-Men again, as he did the comics with an Onslaught. And at the end, Onslaught was going to be there. Based on the intel, he was going to get close to Polaris, thinking she was the one who betrayed them, and then him fall in love with her. That was the whole point. And then he says in season 2, Storm was going to take over his mistress of the school, and we're going to explore how she did that versus leading will lead to Cyclops leaving and her leading the X-Men. They dismissed all my scenes I had with her and made her just into a more of a babysitter and barely into the Storm. She had a massive storyline about the new headmistress and the laws of X Corp, and not liking what he did with X Corp.
Oh, that would have been cool. That would have been super cool.
Would have been awesome.
She was going to navigate her relationship with Forge, exploring the tension because he creates the Sentinels and how they can really do it, and how her spiritual background doesn't necessarily go with him.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's that he was going to go to Onslaught, and then the last episode was going to be X Factor, X Force, and X-Men against Onslaught.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, and then said the obsession with
Apocalypse
would still have been something they would have explored in season 3.
Yeah, so he would have came in, but he still would have been kind of dicking around until, you know,
still figuring out. He would
building
his 4 horsemen until he got to it. Yeah,
like slowly picking him out. Like, oh well, I'm getting you now. You know, and then build it up slowly. You know.
And
that would have been cool.
I would have rather seen that.
Yeah, because it makes sense with Bishop, like becoming the leader. Like he comes from the future. He knows the X-Men better than the X-Men because he knows their stories. He knows like where, you know, how everything works out. You know, like, and then you get that, and then the Storm thing, like that would have been super cool, because like if everyone
export with Xavier at all,
that's so good, because then you get like, well, the original we're supposed to be helping these kids, and you're over here, making it a business,
exactly, and trying to make money off these kids.
Yeah. So that would have those would have been cool storylines, because then it would have made sense why Jean and Cyclops might still be dealing with some shit, because the Nell and Pryor thing still going on. Then you add in Cable to it all, so maybe they got to take some time off and figure it out, like really figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, so because they could have still popped in here and there and stuff like that. When Cable show up, they would show up to help keep him in line or whatnot. So that sounded pretty good. But then that's a lot to do in 10 episodes.
And they said that was the other problem they had, because originally they were going to have 40-minute episodes.
Yeah.
And they said no, it had to be 28 minutes.
Yeah.
Just saying, when we look what we could have gotten, they reworked a lot of the stuff. They changed a lot of the episodes. And, not that Bo DeMille is the only one that has to, be someone who he can't be the only one doing X-Men comic things. But then don't use those first 3 episodes. Don't foreshadow something that you can't deliver on.
No, definitely. I agree. I don't want to say Bo DeMille is the end all be all. There's enough quality writers and showrunners out there, but there needs to be a naturalistic and organic order of it, if that makes sense. It all needs to flow. It all needs to be plotted out in order, boom, 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 before you start animating, before you start the voiceover recording. It can't feel reactionary, and that applies very much more so than live action when it comes to animation. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this is a glaring example of the latter.
Yeah. I mean, you get a lot of this stuff between the creative team and the business side of it, where he was like, oh, let's do 40 minutes, and they're like, we can't, for whatever stupid reason they can't, money, time, or whatever bullshit, like, because like before you were in the constraint of being on TV, so you have to fit in this time slot. That's not a problem anymore. You have people paying $15 a month to watch this shit. Like, you can give them as much as you want, so like, that's, I don't get it. That's not the problem anymore. You can do 40 minutes episodes. You can do 45-minute episodes. Like, it doesn't need to be within that 30-minute, time slot anymore. Back in the 90s, I get it. Like, that was the thing, but not anymore. So, I mean, the money, maybe you need to keep actors under a certain time. You need to keep animators under a certain time. We know they fired a shit ton of people at Disney, specifically at Marvel, so I don't know. But I mean, there's always gonna be that issue between creative people wanting to do this and then the executive saying like, that's too much money or blah blah blah. Usually that the money is the reason, but but I mean, but you find a common ground. You find somewhere in between. Maybe instead of 40 minutes, you get 33 to 35.
35 minutes. That's why I said 35 minutes with 10 episodes. All of a sudden, you can maybe look at these storylines a little bit better, and maybe you don't dive into the side stories as much, and you let these the original X-Men actually be part of the story too. Yeah,
or the side stories are like built
into the story. Actually, we can
that too. but I mean, that's what happened in season 1. Season 1 was like not one whole episode was a whole side story. Like it might have been a good chunk of it, but they still were able to tie in the other story into it. So
Storm was off with doing Forge, but that was only like 10 minutes of the episode. Then there's 10 minutes somewhere else, but it all comes to a head at the end. At the end,
like it all works.
I feel like they assume that we're too stupid to follow storylines.
Right? I mean, shit, we were able to do it as kids in the 90s, so it was like, well, but in the 40s, when you're in your 40s,
exactly,
too much. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. See, so we got Kyle said Bishop is a snitch. I like that. Yeah, this is so depressing thing about how much better the storylines compared to what we got. Good, definitely good. Simba said this is going to be bad this year when they changed writers.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I was worried.
Yeah, for season 3 and season 4, yeah.
I mean,
like I said, I can't say it's a bad season, but
what if wasn't the greatest written thing ever? Like it really wasn't. Mm-hmm. That's probably the worst part of What If was the actual writing part. There's cool stuff, but it wasn't written. It didn't have to be. It could be side stories that could be coming together later, right? That's kind of how What If was. These other things, and then at the end you're going to see how it kind of forms. But that's not how X-Men really works, because X-Men is really, there's not X-Man. There's a group of them doing these things.
Exactly.
It's an ensemble. So if you don't know if it's an ensemble, then these things need to go together.
Yeah. Agree. Lou said, I think there was 10 episodes. A lot of pacing issues could have been fixed. Yeah. Even if it was one more episode, I think you could have. I think you could have done the finale a little bit more detailed. And maybe possibly even set up next season a little bit more, because I have no idea what's going on next season. Like,
it's going to be the beginning of the Sentinels. He's going to start that whole program. She's going to try to kill him. Professor X is going to try to stop her from killing.
We did that.
She's there. We did
that in the 90s.
In the movies.
We did that.
In the movies. We did it in the 90s too.
We did it in the 90s, in the animated show in the 90s. Yep. It was the same shit. So I was like, why? We
sorry.
Good, man?
Yeah, I'm trying to just open something.
Yeah, so that's why I was just like, that's why I was like, I don't get what they're going for. They didn't do a big step where at the end of season 1, them literally vanishing, and then you show them like one's in the future, one's in the desert, and then Jubilee's like, what's going on? Like, cool. Like, all right, we got some big shit going on in season 2, but with this, it's just like the Mystique thing was cool, but I mean, I've been, saying that. It was like, oh, is she going to be Mystique? Is she going to be Mystique? I thought she was actually going to be Mystique from a while ago, but
here's my question.
Whatever.
Was that
eventually did it?
Was that whole thing with Val and Mystique at the end of the episode, or was it at the beginning of the season? Because look what she's wearing. I think Jen spoke about this, that this could have happened at the beginning of the season, and then that entire time Val was actually Mystique, because you see how they changed the way things were going.
The only thing is Kree becomes like the well, I don't know if he becomes president, but like that's the thing, because in the Savage Land episode, he just announced his presidency run, and then at the end in the post credit here, which is what, 2 episodes late, not even the next episode, right? Because no, because there was that, so it was 2 episodes ago.
2 episodes later,
he announces it, and then this episode is when the other candidate backed out, and it's just him running,
But
so,
again,
otherwise,
it's only him, so he's going to win. He's president-elect right now. That's what they said. He's president-elect. Jen said, that's what I'm saying. I was saying because of the glasses, the shine it had in earlier episodes.
Like, that would have been cool if you did that. Where like, hey, you go back in time and like she was actually Mystique this whole time, because now you're looking at X-Force, not X-Force, at X Factor differently. Now you're like, oh shit, So
why was she doing this? What was she trying to do?
Because then, like, was she secretly working for like Apocalypse still? Because now you look back at the season, you're like, oh, now you're trying to figure things out a little bit, rather than like that would have been more interesting for sure. But they did, I think they did time it with it's at the end of the season just because of the Kree thing, But it's just like, I'm like, I don't care about Kree anymore, man. Like they had this moment with Nightcrawler in that one episode.
But
now he's gonna be president, and then they're gonna do Sentinels again. I was like, oh, fucking Sentinels again.
They don't know storylines. So what they're doing, they're trying to make it more like present day stories or what's going on today with the political climate. So they don't understand that there's so many more storylines you could use.
Yeah. Like, are we even gonna get Onslaught at this point? Like, are we? I don't know.
Maybe it's too much like Blackmail 1 and they can't bring him in anymore. Then what was the whole point of Professor X and all this stuff that he's doing? He's going through this problem with Eric. Like, and then how do you go and not bring Magneto back? I don't even see a way you could do it. And how do you do that entire story without him?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much that he does. So, yeah. You think Onslaught is done? Possibly.
There's too much about Blackmail's baby.
Yeah. But that's the thing what fans want, though. That's the thing.
And people will like what he did.
Let me go through a few of these comments real quick. Olivia said Disney fired their character design department for Marvel Studios, including character designs. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah. Like that could be a reason, because I think they fired like 1,000 people.
Yep.
Just at Marvel alone. So
a lot.
It was a lot. Yeah. And what's up, Jason? Talking about the Spider-Man animated one.
Just pick up the comic. Pick up Spider-Man 94. That's the animated adaptation you're looking for, man.
Right. Yeah.
Not bad. It ran just long enough to wrap things up.
He said, if you read comics, Bishop is not invited to the cookout.
Hey, you always got that one uncle that be doing some stuff like that. Man, come on. You gotta understand about Bishop. You gotta understand that's always that one.
That's funny.
You gonna tell Method Man he ain't coming to the cookout? You gonna tell? I dare you.
That Ace said it would be interesting if they take if it takes a 5 or 10 year jump.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if you see a 5-year jump.
That'd be interesting. I wonder if they get to the point where they have the resurrection of mutants where basically they're immortal. But then I mean you're gonna skip over so much stuff, because you have to bring in Rachel, and they haven't even touched stuff like that.
Kinda, she was there, but she wasn't really there as Rachel. So yeah.
Well, yeah, technically true. What do you think? Or Hope? Also, Hope Summers, I think, is big in the resurrection part of it, right?
Yeah, Hope is yeah.
I always get Hope and Rachel mixed up. What do you think? What happened to Mother Ascani, Rachel? Right there, just wrong in X-Men 97 season 3 after what happened in season 2 finale.
I don't think that's going to be something they're going to talk about until you get further into the future, because as they do things in the past, it affects how the future goes.
Yeah, and I think that'll be more whatever happens with Cable, and then it would affect her. So I think once they're ready to bring back Apocalypse, when you see Cable on screen again, then Apocalypse is coming shortly after that. I feel like.
I like that.
Yeah. Mystique is trying to create a war between US and mutants in season 3. Yeah.
But we've seen that before. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I was saying, because the of the glasses had to shine in early episodes. Like that would have been good. I would have been really happy with that. And she wanted Cable to kill Gambit, which released Apocalypse. She could have still be working for Apocalypse. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, because she was gathering up all these mutants. Was she doing it for Apocalypse? Because when all the humans were doing all this messed up shit, they're like, oh, just let them, give them a slap on the wrist, they're fine. But with the mutants, they're all getting locked up with the inhibitor collars and and the cells and stuff. So if they would have had it be like maybe a possible flashback like that, that would have been so good. That was so good. But we'll see. We got Delta Dan in the house. What's up?
Love the dance.
What's up?
Shit coming in. We got Danny coming in.
Danny, too. Awesome, man.
Yeah. And they could have cooked. They could have had Madeline Pryor come back at the end of credits leading to season 3. Yeah.
They could have done anything, but they have opportunity to do a lot more with her. But she has to come back right now. Have it when they have a great relationship with Cable that she is reintroduced.
And then it kind of throws
brings
another issue.
Stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Kyle said maybe a jump in writers. How do you mess up X-Men? It's most rich comics of the best storylines, maybe the best in Marvel.
Ask
Period.
Bryan Singer. Ask him. Why don't you ask Bryan Singer? Ask him.
That's true. Well, yeah. But I mean, but also like the X-Men story kind of got not good in the comics for a while, for a long time, especially more recent, so
motherfucker. Sorry.
Yeah. Talking about
do not, as an X-Men fan,
yeah. I hate the movies. I think all of them.
They walk through like the MCU could run to an extent, and a lot of comic movies could run, but at the same time,
No. All right. So let's finish this up with like a rating of the entire season. You could do now, later, never, or if you want to do like a number or a letter, just because like let's change it up a little bit. What do you think, Brad, man? What would you give season 2 as a whole?
I still need to give it a now. I still enjoyed it like as a whole, even though I think they could have went a lot further, and they could have made the most of the course that they set of the seeds that they planted with the previous season. So I still do have that disappointment, but at the same time, I'm still enjoying it. It still has me wanting more. I like sitting here and just marveling, no pun intended, at this show. I love the action sequences. I love the animation style. I think it nails a lot of the emotional and character-based aspects of X-Men that I'm used to. So I think it even though I wanted more, I think they did enough. And it's nothing that couldn't be fixed if they push things further in the tentative third season. So it's a no.
Yeah. Okay.
I still liked it a lot.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Brian?
I mean, I don't know now, later. I mean, you're not gonna say X-Men later. You're just not.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, going to put a number grade or letter
not
grade.
Going to happen, right?
It's not. I mean, but what I would say is, it started off as a A, and I think it ended at a B minus. And it's funny because it was such a high A that I couldn't see it not being A by the end of the season. If you do any of the stuff that you're talking about doing, I couldn't see it not being A at the end of the season. But at the end, I feel like it was more like, you got like an 82%, 81%, which is not bad. It's not bad. It's just not where it could have been. And I think that it's disappointing when you talk about it in those ways. It should have been great and was just good. And there's a lot more you could have done to make it great. And that's why I'm going B minus.
Okay. Overall. Yeah. I mean, like you said, it's hard
minus
not
sounds
to.
Great, yeah.
Yeah. I would probably like a B right there with you. But yeah, like you said, it started off like an A because it was just like, oh man, those first 4 episodes were really great. But it was still entertaining, still enjoyed watching. I was still excited every Wednesday to watch it. But it just started to lose some of its
steam.
I don't know. I think some of its steam, just by like the way it was paced, was very awkward. Because certain parts were slow when you did these side stories, and the other parts were like super fast. So it was like,
yeah, no,
what are we doing?
There was no focused narrative.
Yeah.
And
thank you, Jen. Yeah.
It was, and I get the jumping between timelines and blah blah blah, but at the same time, you can't use that as a get out of jail free card. Like it was just. I don't think I was ever focused.
Yeah, I mean, they had their idea of like, okay, well, we need to finish with Apocalypse, and I think that was like all they had. I think, so it just wasn't like the best way to finish an arc with Apocalypse, And also, like, they didn't like really. Well, I guess they did with like the Jewel, like, so he's like not dead, But yeah. Kyle,
Yes,
a few with us, no King of Queens.
There's no chill
for sure.
Oh my god. But
you're back.
Yeah, but fun season for sure. But yeah. You guys, you got anything else, man?
No, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed every Wednesday morning looking at it. But the more knowledge and more I thought about it, the more I put my knowledge base compared to what they were doing, the more disappointed I got. Not upset because it's bad, but disappointed because they had opportunity to do a lot more.
Yeah, it could have been better. We literally need that meme from like the Wonder Woman 84. It's like, he goes, it could have been better, or whatever the hell Pedro Pascal says. Like that's exactly what it was. Like, it was good, but could have been better.
Yep.
Yeah. So, which is fine. Because I know at the beginning of the season, and even before the season, I was saying, if this sticks the landing, it's going to show whether or not the show misses Beau DeMayo. And I think overall the show will be fine without him, but it definitely misses his finesse and his touch that somebody like him adds to the show. So again, like, it takes a good show and makes it better. Exactly. So like I think season 3 and 4 are going to be good seasons. It just, could they be better? And that's not even know what we're getting. But
just because Beau DeMayo is out of the picture doesn't mean that the show can't still be great.
Yeah,
you just need someone who understands the content just like he did.
Yeah.
And can deliver those great stories. But
yeah. Yeah.
Freaking Kal-El, I missed you, man. But no, just maintain the same level of focus that season 1 did.
Yeah. So I thought Beau, yeah, he wrote. I wouldn't even say some. Probably, he wrote some of the season for sure.
Yeah.
And he was involved in it. Yeah, they adjusted it and stuff like that. So he was definitely still involved from before he got fired, basically. So he's still in some of the episodes still credited as a writer, and I think he was an EP throughout the whole season.
And you can see the difference in the credits when it says writer and no longer says Beau DeMayo's name and only EP by the end.
Yeah. So, yep. But cool. Yeah, we'll see what we get. I forgot who said. Somebody said it that we might get a trailer. Was it Olivia? Yeah. We might get a season 3 trailer at D23 this weekend. I'd be cool with that. Because I know they were already working on season 3 and season 4, so maybe they got a little bit of a tease. It would make sense.
More sense to do that now, especially ride the wave and then give us a tease for season 3, saying season 3 is going to be even better.
You think we're going to wait another? We're going to have to wait another 2 years between season 2 and season 3. No,
I hope not. That's just the standard streaming schedule at this point, which is annoying. You get 8 to 10 episodes every 2 years. So I was like, cool.
That's why Invincible knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I'll take the shitty animation, but like for amazing stories. So yeah. But cool. Yeah, we'll finish that there with X-Men. So like I said, anybody, if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the season. I know we kind of like ranted on for a little bit, but it was the finale, so we had to talk about everything. But yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because X-Men's done, but we got Lanterns coming up. We got Reacher that's coming up. I know there's a bunch of other stuff coming up as well. It's having a brain fart right now. So we're still going to talk about a bunch of different shows. We got movies that are coming out. So we're going to be talking about all that fun stuff. So make sure you come and join us when we do that. And if you're in the live chat, you guys stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic. Oh man, yeah, it was the finale, and because I remember one eternity later, it's just.
I think that
this might have been one of those shows that, it needs to be talked about. Yeah. Especially, I think for all three of us, I could probably say like this season was one of our most anticipated things this year.
Easily,
one of them for sure. At least TV wise, yeah. Because I was like, as soon as season 1 was done, I was like, I cannot wait for season 2. And anytime we got a teaser,
more, right?
Yeah, season 3 is supposed to be sometime by matching the summertime time frame for 2027. Season 4 should also be a 2028 time frame, same as season 2 and 3. So we should be seeing in the summer, the end of the summer, X-Men come out next year and the year after.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Where's season 2 of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?
That's a good question.
See, but that's the issue they have is a lot of these streaming shows, they green light one season, right? And then say like something for like X-Men season 1 and Spider-Man. It's great. People love it, right? But now you have the issue of we'll give you 2, 3, and 4. But you got to bring all the team back together. You got to bring all the writers, animators, everything back together and work on it. Where, like, I feel like you should all right, here's 3 seasons. Ted Lasso is a perfect example. Like when they signed on for 3 seasons. Mm-hmm. So as soon as they started working on season 4, they already know season 4, 5, and 6 are all happening. So you're able to like get them out and work on them in more of a faster way rather than having this big gap in between the first season and the Invincible did the same thing. Mm-hmm. Invincible season 1 was a hit, and then they had to sign on for the next 2 seasons, but you had this big gap in between season 1 and season 2. But then season, was it 2, 3, 4, 5? Like, it's like every year, just get House of Dragon need to figure that out.
Cost too much money with those dragons and storylines.
Yeah, like Silo, like however Silo ends this season, like season 4 is probably going to be next year.
Oh, 100%.
They're not going to wait 2 years. Yeah. Because you signed on. They signed on for season 3 and 4, and then that's it. So, yeah. But that's just the streaming shit, man. It's so annoying with the way they run things on with like, oh well. We're going to only do one and then wait forever. And then as soon as everyone forgets, we'll bring it back so no one remembers how good it was. I was like,
did someone say Severance?
Hey, oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Severance.
Yeah. But how much longer do we have between now and the next season? 3 years?
Yeah.
3 more?
They just started doing stuff right now, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I know collectors. He goes, you guys take it forever. Yeah, we still got 2 ratings. Oh man. When was the last time you guys saw a movie together or did a con?
We did what? April?
Yeah, C2E2.
C2E2.
And then we would be doing Fan Expo, but I think me and Tank will be on the Fan Expo, but I think Brandman got a trip to Paradise, so he needs to go to Paradise.
God damn it.
It would be so much more fun than being here with fucking Tornado Alley.
I'd rather be
walking around with
you guys,
sweaty
my
nerds.
best friends, rather than like sitting in frigging like Cabo, just miserable, and just in a hotel room, because that's all I'm going to be doing.
Go to the beach one time for us. That's what
exactly.
One time for us. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, go to the beach.
Just sitting in the hotel room that entire time, just doing shots and just being pissed off.
Really?
Or no, not looking forward to this at all. Just let it end quick.
Oh man. Said expect Doomsday and Vision Quest trailer D23. Also X-Men casting. I think bringing in all that. Yeah. They
They're not
brought
going
out
to
physically
have stuff because that's why they have it on streaming. They're not going to do it.
Yeah, not for the X-Men. I mean, you can buy it physically, but it's not going to be official.
Yeah, you want to get it from eBay.
Yep. Which I'm finding out that a lot of physical media collectors, they're dusting off their old DVD-R Blink DVDs, because that's what a lot of them are doing, because they're like, I'll find a way to put it on a disc myself and to have my own, and then they make their own art. I know I sent you guys that Coraline VHS. That's not official. Somebody made that. And I thought it was cool. So yeah. But I that's what I see. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of physical media people that are making their own physical media, which I'm like, that's cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. X-Men 7 green light for up to season 6. Damn, really?
Mm-hmm.
They said up to. They said they want to potentially go up to that level. Like it hasn't been confirmed, but like
I thought it's 3, 4, 5 right now, and maybe 6.
Okay, I know for sure 3 and 4, but I really stopped paying attention. Like when it comes out at this point with streaming stuff.
Yeah, we had to do some awesome trailers.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta watch this. My Adventures of Superman. I gotta check that out.
It's great. I've been watching. You've been watching Batman, guys?
Yeah, I finished.
I completely forgot. Yeah, I completely forgot until I logged on to watch Reacher. Then I saw like, shit, I forgot it. So I gotta watch that too. The Cape Crusader. Yeah. Have you guys been watching Ted Lasso, or you guys aren't really into that show?
I haven't started Ted Lasso.
No.
I saw season 3, but I haven't seen anything from season 4 yet.
Okay. I mean, it's only the second episode just came out this week, so yeah. Dune tickets coming out
Tuesday, I believe, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Around Smelly Convention, but yeah. All right. So we got Johnny Bravo complete series DVD box set.
Yeah, for real.
I know I have like some Cartoon Network's greatest hits that have a bunch of Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Cowardly and stuff like that, or Courage. I'm sorry, Courage the Cowardly Dog. So been finding a lot of those. Yeah,
I actually got 2 of these.
Nice.
Season 1,
the Hall of Fame stuff. Yeah,
Hall of Fame season 1.
Yeah,
all 13 episodes of season 1.
Nice. That's cool. Where'd you get those from? Or like at Walmart or something?
Yeah, I was at Walmart and I was looking for them.
Nice.
I was like,
yeah,
all 13 episodes. Maybe I should give one of these away. That'd be cool.
Yeah. It was I feel we'll get a complete set of Gargoyles soon.
Dude, I've been waiting.
Man. I've been waiting. I know you have them all. I only have this one so far. Was his season 2, volume 2. So there's still season 1 is one whole set, and then season 2 has 2 volumes.
Yep.
And then that's it. No more. But yeah. All right. Did you do trailer for the Convoy Academy from Disney Plus? Coven Academy? No, not yet. Even know. Been watching the original Pokemon. Nice. I got my son's into it right now because I have the box set of the original Indigo League or whatever the first one was.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been big into Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, I looked up. Yeah,
it's very expensive. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Like this one I got it for a good deal. I think I got it for like $15.
That's really good.
I think volume 1, season 2, volume 1 is like the stupid $80 one or something like that. Season 1 isn't too expensive, but it's still like up there. But I think I'm pretty sure it's volume 1 is pricey. like really pricey.
Gargoyles is still split in. I think there's a season 1 of 2.
Is there?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I think
I know I looked it up a while ago.
Yeah, and I think season 1.2 is the expensive one that you can't find, man.
Oh, that's the one I have? Season 2, volume 2? Because I found this at half price books.
Season 2, volume 1 is like $45. What's the expense?
Yeah, here. So the official DVD breakdown. So it's complete first season, and then season 2, volume 1, and season 2, volume 2. Missing physical releases is season 3, the Goliath Chronicles, which is just like 13 episodes, that were just like side there. And any complete series, 70 episodes found online on a third party below. Yeah. So yeah, because I remember like when we were talking about it like years ago.
Yeah, season 2 was 2 discs. Yeah, that's what it.
Because I was like, oh yeah, I'll pick up some Gargoyles DVDs just to have. And then I remember one of them I was looking and we were looking for like, why is it $80 or whatever the hell it was? It was like,
did you guys know, like back in like 98, 99, Disney tried to do a live action Gargoyles adaptation, but it was only going to have one gargoyle in the movie. The script leaked online. It was only going to be Goliath.
Only Goliath?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because they probably couldn't afford all the.
Or you could do it all for the beginning time that he has to earn getting his people back.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
I'd love a Gargoyles movie though.
Oh yeah. So that's actually the one. And Zeta. Yeah, Stash might be getting a live action movie in the DC Cinematic Universe. I heard that's the rumor.
Yep.
But I think that's more fan
hope.
Hope and trying to put it out in the universe kind of thing. Yeah. Not that there were 3 seasons released. I think the third season wasn't like
only Goliath's story. Yeah,
I think it was like random episodes or something like that. And kind of what they're doing with like Adventure Time and with regular show. Like it's done, so there's going back and like, oh, here's some random adventures. I was like, I mean, it's just fun. It's cool. I love those shows, but it's also like it's just like some in between stuff. So, yeah. The Disney reasons they put out Blu-ray box sets of Gargoyles, they would make a shit ton of money off of it.
I agree.
I mean, I agree. You can do like Blu-ray or even 4K. Do a 4K box set of the complete series, $150, easy. I mean, I will buy it. I'll be mad, but I will buy it.
It's like, God damn it,
making me buy this shit. Like for sure. Oh
trailer.
Man. Right. Yeah, watch some trailers. Watch this animal one.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure it looks good. All right, cool. Then what's the other one? No.
You made it, right?
Yeah. Well, because I want to. Oh, can I move these around? So I would like do the big while we watch the trailer, and then when
go back down lower. You can do that.
Yeah. I thought we were able to adjust where the hell these are at.
You tried to do it and it didn't work. So.
Oh, I see how to do it, but I got to mess with it. All right. No big deal. Yeah. Or even that one. Oh, I like that one because it's a little tall. All right. Let's talk watch some trailers. All right, what's up? Welcome back to Spoiler Kings. We got some trailers for you guys tonight. We're going to be checking out Animals, the new Ben Affleck movie.
Kerry Washington, too.
Kerry Washington. I have no idea about this movie. So
it's Netflix. That's all I know. Netflix, Kerry Washington, Ben Affleck. If you're white, you're Ben Affleck.
Exactly. Oh man. All right, let's check out the trailer and see what we get. Was that Streamyard?
Yep, it was.
Billy Ray co-wrote this? No shit. I'm in just on account of that. And then like Ben Affleck directing it, I still love him as a director. So
he's one of the best directors we've ever seen.
Yeah, he's so good. Well, I mean, it looks like a good drama, like suspense drama.
Well, someone takes his son, and now they're trying to figure out who it is, and then some of the people that are part of it is probably in the compound taking advantage of them, and then talk about the people there are animals.
Yeah.
No, because I like Affleck as a director. And the trailer shows enough. Ransom, hair trigger, stuff like that. So
I forget what happened. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what it's just. It looks like he's a politician, obviously running for like mayor or something like that, and then kid gets kidnapped, and
and Kerry Washington is his hot ass wife. So.
I mean, that is what happens for Ben Affleck. He does find beautiful women to be with. So it makes sense to me.
That's the plus of when you're the director and the star. Ask who's that? Adam Sandler. I was like, okay, you just married to every hot woman in all the movies. Like, get out of here, man.
Why not?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna write or direct my movie for me to not have a beautiful wife. Why not?
Exactly. Like. Yeah. Oh, who's your wife? Oh, Selma Hayek. Okay, dude, calm down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Next, your wife is Kate Beckinsale.
That's the perk. Yeah, exactly.
Your wife is freaking who was the other one? Katie Holmes when she was still peaking.
Still peaking. Yeah. So yeah, that's when you're the director, you could do it. But he's a good director, so that's something I'm gonna definitely check out. And he's so good at these like dramas, though. He's so good at them.
Yeah, like think of what you will of him as an actor. Personally, I think he's a good actor too. Like, but he's a great director.
Yeah.
What's that movie that Ben Affleck directed? Gone Baby Gone.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, Argo, like Collector Sam. Argo was amazing. So yeah, he's a good director for sure. You're talking
about drama. This is what you want from him. He's really good at those things. He's not too heavy-handed. He takes screenplays and he knows how to do it the right way.
Yeah. Yep. So everyone can appreciate Kerry Washington. You're not wrong. Yeah.
But I'm just talking about Ben Affleck. I mean, look at his real life. There's real life people that he's been with. Come on, man.
Yeah. And somehow you fucks it all up one way or another, whether it's his fault or not. So
that's when you see him smoking a cigarette, like,
yeah. Collector said, it says it's going to be being at the end in the beginning. It says it's going to be, it says it's going to be in select theaters. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. See, and that's why I'm like, I think Netflix is going to start to do stuff like this. I really, really do. I think they're going to test the waters. And I think them wanting to get Warner Brothers was going to be that too. But I think they're going to start to get these bigger directors that are gonna demand, because somebody like him is gonna like, all right, if I'm gonna do a real movie and not like The Rip, you know what I mean? For whatever that was a Netflix movie for sure. Like this one seems like a theater kind of movie, you know, like a full big drama.
You know, The Rip is one of the highest rated things that they put out there.
No, it was, but that's why it was fun. It wasn't a bad movie. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But I wonder if it would have done well enough in the theaters, like
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. If you just said Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, that gets you something.
Get you something for sure. Oh, for sure. You know, but like this one is like, I think ones that The Rip, I felt like they wrote that up in one night. You know what I mean? Like, it was not a complicated story. It was a lot of action, a lot of like betrayal and stuff like that. So I feel like it was a fun movie. Yeah. The script. What script?
I mean, but they did that. Sasha Kyle, Tiana Taylor, you still had, Scott Atkins. They had people. So it worked. And then another Steven Yeun. There's another one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God, yeah. He's been working with them for a few by now. So yeah, but this looks really good. But yeah, I'm glad it's gonna be in some theaters too. Yeah, he did The Town. Town.
That was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He should have had Batman. He should have had.
Yeah, Gillian Anderson.
It was Gillian Anderson. She was definitely.
Was that her coming in? Like, was at the end, like, or not in the end, but she's the one who walked out of the SUV. Okay, so I'm like, she looks familiar. I just couldn't figure it out, and then yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, dude must think he's Batman.
Exactly,
he's Batman. Yeah, but
just imagine what would have happened if he was actually. Oh, is Matt Damon in it?
No. Oh, that'll be funny if he's one of the masked guys.
Dude, I think Matt Damon's in it.
Again, not surprised. I mean, does Matt Damon even have a life at this point between doing like Nolan movies back to back and then doing like his own things here and there with his best friend? It's like, bro, like, does your wife say like
he's probably set one day? I'll jump in here.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. So
it's funny.
Not too bad. But yeah. All right. Yeah, let's get out of here. We'll finish this trailer reaction with that. His best friend. Yeah, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck, come on. Yeah.
They're like best friends, BFFs. Yeah.
Made their first movie together.
Yeah. But cool. Yeah, let's get out of here. So we want to hear from you guys. If you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think about Animals coming on Netflix. I believe it was like October 9th as well. It said something like that. So definitely see that, and we'll talk about that when it comes out. And we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching live, stick around. We're going to move on to our next topic. Just got like super laggy for a second.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, okay.
Okay. It just wasn't me. Yeah, because I hit a button and like everything kind of like just like barely moved. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Don't forget the variety trailer. Yep. Yeah, we got that. That's up next, man. Yeah. They're married at this point. I mean, basically, right? I mean,
but they've been together for 40 years. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I think they went to high school together. It's been a long time.
Yeah. It's like, you're still making all that money from the Odyssey. I'll jump and pay with you. Well, I know he had came out and he said something about after fucking what's the atom bomb one, dude? Oppenheimer. After Oppenheimer, he wasn't going to do any movies because he's been busy for so much, and his wife was like, "Oh, she's going to hate me if I take another movie." And then he takes another movie immediately.
So, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck been together and bought from Cambridge, Massachusetts since Damon was 10 and Affleck was 8.
That's wild.
Best friends since then.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. That they're able to stick together for that long. You know, because like usually like you'll see like Hollywood get in the way of things. Like a perfect example is Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, and fuck, who's the director? I'm gonna brain fart with the director. I have Talladega Nights right here. Fuck is the director? Adam McKay.
Yep.
You know, they all went into falling out because of the damn the Lakers HBO show.
Game time. Was it?
Something like that. I can't remember. It was a good show. Yeah, it was a good show. But like Will Ferrell got all angry, you know, that John C. Reilly got that role instead of Will Ferrell, you know, and Adam McKay was attached to it, and then like that pissed me. Winning time.
Thank you, you're right. Thanks to Kyle.
Yeah. So yeah.
But it happens. I mean, 45 years they've been friends.
That's awesome. All right. Check out this one. Which one's this one? Oh yeah, we watched the teaser.
The teaser, yep.
For this one. Yeah, let's check this one out. It's gonna be this is a Colleen Hoover book, ain't it?
Yep. I seen it at Walmart everywhere.
Oh, that's we're gonna get so many of her like books now. Or her books turned into movies, I should say. But all right, let's check out this one. Egos will get in the way. Sometimes it sucks. All right, let's check it out. All right, welcome back to Spoiler Kings. We got another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. This one is Verity with I can't think of her name. Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson.
And Hathaway. Yep. So we checked out the teaser a while back and looked good enough. Looked pretty good in the teaser. So we got the official trailer out. So we're gonna check it out and see if we get a little bit more info on it. That looks interesting. I'm like kind of curious to see how it all like what's going on. Like I'm more intrigued than anything.
I will just say,
I'm sorry. I was just trying to. Oh, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
I'll just say no.
My bad.
I'm not doing this. No. You saw my wife that's stuck in this wheelchair, standing upside up. Let's leave today, right now. I'm out. 2 fingers. I'm running. I'm not gonna sit here and wait. And then she's coming to their house and she's still there because she wants her life. You're still there. You deserve anything that happened to you.
Ooh, I like Ace's thing. He goes, it's a Little Mermaid shit. She's gonna take her voice. Okay. I got a feeling it's gonna be the guy. It's gonna be what's his name?
Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett. I feel like he's gonna be. I mean, granted, he's cheating on his wife, you know, but I feel like he's gonna be like the issue, you know.
I think that they chose her, and they're bringing her in, and then they're going to use her together.
Yeah, the music makes me suspect. I don't know. This one doesn't seem like you're kind of like.
The scary part is this: you can't sleep with these women with your eyes are closed, and they have all the power, and you probably shouldn't be doing that. You don't do that stuff in your own home too. Like, man, everyone deserves what happens to them. Just know it. You can do any dirt you want to do. When that happens, you deserve it. Josh, you deserve it. Just
get it to yourself.
Hey, everything that happens happened for a reason. Good luck.
Yeah. Like I say about the book, but that would be the only one I buy. Oh, the book.
Because I think this is a series.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. I'm really intrigued on this one. Like the other Colleen Hoover movie that came out recently, I really care for it. Like I didn't want to see it. It wasn't my cup of tea. Like this seems kind of like scary horror kind of thriller kind of thing. I'm really like kind of intrigued on what's going on. Like, is it her or is she on drugs? Like is it like a body snatcher type of thing? What's going on? You know, maybe Ace is right and she's just trying to steal her voice. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued for sure. He goes, nah, I'm good.
Hey, is Anne Hathaway just doing every movie she can till she's done? You know, she had these babies. I'm gonna be in every movie until then.
Mm-hmm. I think somebody said she did a bunch of movies before she like got pregnant or had the kid or something like that. I heard somebody talk something about that, but she's in so much stuff, you know, and in so much good stuff because this is what her third big movie of the year, right? Devil Wears Prada, this and Odyssey. And Odyssey, she might win a damn Academy Award for.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Is that it? Right? Just 3?
It might be more. We might see more movies.
I know. Or in December, one last thing, she shows up in Doomsday somehow.
Right.
Catwoman randomly shows up. The wrong universe. Yeah. Oh man. So I think at this point it's safe to say you don't date Josh Hartnett.
100%.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Oh man. Yeah, but abusing your patient like that, you can get canceled. Spoiler alert, she's crazy and the girl imagination is wild. Just watch the movie like this called Lying Wait. Okay. Check that one out. Lying Wait. Yeah. Or take her by like some Get Out type of stuff. I see that. Yeah. He seems to be not great in these movies. Which is so funny because he was like the heartthrob, you know, kind of guy back in the 90s. And now he's just like the evil dad / husband in like everything he's been in lately.
It's going to be so weird when they're going to get together. They're going to do all the stuff. And then there's going to be problems. And you're going to find out which one was true, what actually really happened.
Yeah. She had a movie come out earlier this year. I heard it wasn't that good. I don't know the name of it though. Yeah, it was like a rom-com thing, but it was something like that. It just wasn't my cup of tea, so I never really looked into it. Yeah. What's up, Miss Gemini? That Devil Wears Prada 2. She was in that.
That's Prada 2. Yeah.
Haven't liked Josh Hart the movie, or since the movie. Oh,
okay. Yeah, get rid of him. Yep, I understand.
Oh, my dad had the funniest reaction to the movie O.
I don't remember that one.
It's a re-edit
Othello.
of Othello.
Oh,
for Julia Stiles.
Yep.
My dad had the most I was right there with him, you know, but my dad had the most hilarious reactions to that movie.
So,
just cracking up at it.
Anne Hathaway has been in Mother Mary, Devil Wears Prada 2, The Odyssey, End of Oak Street, and now it'll be Verity.
Oh, that's right. End of Oak Street. Damn.
Hold that thought.
Damn. That's almost like what? It's about one every 6 weeks on average for the year.
Just run through it, and then it's gonna be her year.
Yeah. Or maybe be more, probably 9 weeks, right? Because it's 5 movies, 12 months.
It might not be the end.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Mother Mary was the one she did earlier this year. Yeah, that one was not good. That was it was just missing something. I don't know. This looks good. Devil Wears Prada was good. You know, Odyssey was obviously good. What's the other one? Oh, the Oak Street. I'm curious to see.
What the Oak Street ends up being. You know, it might be good. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. But this is her year. Like, this is for sure her year. She's just killing it. But cool. Yeah, we'll finish that off right there with it. Cool. Get it while you fit in, Andy. She still looks right. She still looks very, very attractive. There, she's definitely aged very gracefully.
I mean, she's 43. Yeah. We're not like, how old do you think she is?
I thought she was older.
Years old. Really?
I thought she was older. I don't know why.
So like, yeah,
She's not that old then.
Yeah, so that works. She definitely looks good. She's fine.
Yeah.
That's your job to be that. You're fine at 43. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought she was like in her 50s. I don't know why. Yeah, but cool. Yeah. So it's Verity, the new scary movie Colleen Hoover book that's coming out in October. So perfect time, right around Halloween. So yeah, we want to hear from you guys. So if you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this trailer. Are you gonna go check it out? Do you know about the book? So you know how it's gonna end and stuff like that. But yeah, leave a comment. Let's chit chat in the section down there about it. And if you're watching live, you guys stick around because we'll move on to our next topic for the night. All right. You want to do the last trailer, or you want to call it night?
Let's do Ramayana. I mean, everyone talked about it. Let's just do it.
Yeah. 4 or 5 women in Hollywood is like 65. That's true. After 40, a lot of women, probably get a tech cast and stuff like that.
All I know is Halle Berry's still fine. She's like 60.
Mm-hmm.
J-Lo like 56, 57. Fine. Like,
who did I say earlier? Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek's been fine for forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Salma Hayek is 59.
August. Yeah. She's still like insane. Because Anne Hathaway has always carried herself like an older woman. I mean, yeah. Even when she was doing those Princess Diary kind of movies, she was always, older or felt older,
And even her like vocal delivery with lines, like.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone remember this movie with her that she made like really under the radar called Havoc?
No, I don't think so.
She plays a rich girl in like the SoCal area and gets mixed in with a Mexican gang.
Is that the Channing Tatum movie?
Channing Tatum is in it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
Freddie Rodriguez.
Damn, yeah. As soon as you said Channing Tatum in there, it was like, yeah, came back. Yeah.
She said, okay, 45 for white women.
What did I walk into?
Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah. Man said Havoc. She went to forget that one.
Maybe she does.
45 on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that bad.
Maybe she does, but I don't.
And she looks young in that one. It's been a long time. 2005 they came out.
Yep, 2005.
Yeah. Oh man! All right, let's check out this last trailer and we'll call it a night.
All right.
Get it ready real quick.
Yeah, this is fine. And I know it looks like weird, but yes.
That's how else. Use headphones for a better experience. Okay. And then it starts and you go deaf. You're like,
I wasn't ready.
Yeah. Right here, Catwoman, really quick.
4
out of what, 10?
Yeah, out of all of them. Maybe 5. There's 9 of them, right? There's 9.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know. I remember how many there were.
So you got Pfeiffer. No, it's 10. It's 10. Because you have Pfeiffer, you got Eartha Kitt, you have Julie Newman, you have Zoe Kravitz, who did her. Lee Merriweather.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. This is going to be in the back. The one who did the movie, the TV show Gotham.
Does it count?
I don't know. This wasn't there 2 in Gotham. I don't even know.
It's hard to put the old Adam West ones.
Let's just do top 3.
I mean, Eartha Kitt is just so like synonymous.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was better than Kravitz.
I think Michelle Pfeiffer has to be number 1.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I'll go Michelle number 1. I'll go. I'll probably go Eartha Kitt number 2, but Julie Newman might be there. Maybe Julie Newman 2 and then Eartha Kitt number 3.
Yeah, because they were like growing up, they were like the ones that you first saw. Because I don't remember much of Lee Merriweather. I don't remember her much when I watched the old one. Yeah, Newmar and Eartha Kitt, I remember a lot. Especially Eartha Kitt, she's like the one. So I agree with that. But then I think Anne Hathaway's right there.
She's probably 4. She's probably 4 for me. And that's only because I don't remember what's her name, Lee Merriweather.
Yeah, I watched that Batman from the
1966 one.
I mean, but yeah. But yeah, I just don't remember her too much. And then Halle Berry, and it's not her fault at all. It was not her fault. It was just
no. It was Warner Brothers' fault.
Yeah, the Zoe Kravitz, I just don't. She didn't feel like a Catwoman to me.
I think she's better than
it was
Halle
something
Berry.
was just missing.
I think she's better than Halle Berry.
Yeah, I think the character was written better.
I think Zoe Kravitz is probably going to be ranked higher.
Yeah,
I'm trying to pull up a ranking of what does it say? It has This one says Pfeiffer 1. Zoe Kravitz is number 2.
That's insane. That's crazy. That's recency biasy.
Then Lee Merriweather. Then Halle Berry. Wow.
So Eartha Kitt's not even on that list?
Nope.
That's insane.
It's terrible.
That's crazy.
Let's go to another one.
Yeah, right off the bat.
This one has number 1, the same thing. Where'd it go?
I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer's number 1. No question.
Yeah. So Michelle Pfeiffer number 1. This one has Julie Newmar number 2.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
And then Zoe Kravitz number 3.
That's crazy. She wasn't like it's a good movie, but
4, Eartha Kitt 5, and Hathaway 6.
I think it's recency bias. Because I'm like, she was written well, and her character was cool, but like as Catwoman,
I'm gonna go to this third one.
You could have said she was Vicky Vale. Yeah, you could have said she was Vicky Vale, and it would have been just as a good character. Like
Collider has Zoe Kravitz number 1.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No shit.
Maybe we don't see something, man. Maybe it's something we're wrong.
Again, I like the movie. It's not the best Batman movie ever, like people are saying, but yeah. Yeah. Like
IMDb is what has Zoe Kravitz number 2.
That I don't get it.
Variety.
Right,
Variety
It's and Mama Bear's a Catwoman fan, so
here's Variety. Let's see where they go.
Yeah.
Oh, they got Lee Mayweather 8. They got Michelle Pfeiffer number 1, Eartha Kitt number 2,
I'm cool with
number 3.
Okay.
Zoe Kravitz number 4, Anne Hathaway number 5, and then Halle Berry number 6.
Like if you're gonna do because the whole like real world Catwoman, it would be between Zoe Kravitz and Anne Hathaway, right? Because it was like more grounded, real world type of stuff. Anne Hathaway was way better. She was just way better as Selena Kyle and Catwoman.
I don't know. Every list has her top 5. Not my list, but I don't know, man.
Yeah. I think it is, man. I think it came out and it was a good movie. People loved it, and I think it's recency bias, for a lot of these people. And I get maybe kids who maybe were born in the 90s, they didn't get those Adam West reruns like what we did, so maybe you weren't exposed to Newmar and Eartha Kitt like that. Fine, I get it, but like I feel like Zoe shouldn't be over Anne Hathaway, like in on any list.
So I think Anne Hathaway, when the movie originally came out, was ranked high. And as the movie goes on, they look at it and they put lower and lower and lower.
Yeah.
I think the same thing will happen with Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah. Well, eventually when we get a new Catwoman, in whatever iteration, and it went to being good.
Yeah. But there's no doubt in my mind that Michelle Pfeiffer is the best.
Oh, hands down. It's just the costume, the acting, the story for Selena, was great. Like that was, and Batman Returns might be one of my favorites, if not my favorite Batman movie, because I love like the Christmas setting. I love the Penguin part of it all, like just the wildest, like the very Tim Burton-y of it all. It was just like it was great. Yeah, that's crazy. Zoe Kravitz. Again, she was fine.
I mean, okay, I guess it was.
I mean, she was great in the role, served the purpose of what that character needed to do. But you could have had said like she was a different character and it still would have worked just as fine. 100%. Where like you couldn't say Anne Hathaway could have been replaced with like, I don't know, like Poison Ivy or something. Like, no, she was like a good cat burglar, and the way she carried herself and the connection she had with Bruce was great too. Yeah, that's always a big thing. So,
but the movie wasn't a good movie. Well, not highly ranked.
It's not the best Nolan Batman movie, So yeah, that always plays.
You could tell Nolan just wanted it to be done at that point. Like he wanted to move on to something else. Anne Hathaway was fine, but I can't say that she was Catwoman. She was someone who fit into that universe. That
she played the cat burglar character in that universe, where something like Michelle Pfeiffer was very comic booky, over the top, laying on bed, licking herself and shit like that. It's like, even like with the bird thing, like it was epic. It was like, it was just, that was
Burton was going full Burton at that point.
Which was awesome. Which was awesome.
And
what did Mom ever say? It said the only way you get a date with her daddy. That's funny. Yeah. Oh man. But it's our Catwoman breakdown there. So all right. Let's check out this last trailer and then let's call it a night. All right, let's go. All right, what's up? Welcome back to Spoiler Kings. We got another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. This one is how you pronounce that? Ramayana.
Ramayana.
Ramayana. So I know we had a couple guys in here recommending this trailer, and we kind of looked it up, and I know Brian said it got good
reviews,
good ratings from people about the trailer. So so we're like, all right, let's check it out, see what we get. All right,
who knows?
Sorry, it was a little laggy. All right. Yeah, I mean, if it's anything like, because I believe it was like a Bollywood, movie. So like anything, if it's anything like that, what was it? The one that came out a few years ago, was it RRR? I think it was. Was that the name of it? Like that was great.
Yeah,
that was great. So if it's like anything like that, like sign me up. All right, let's check out this trailer.
All right.
On! Who goes there?
Your new king. The earth and the netherworld shall have one ultimate ruler. Whenever the universe faces a severe threat, Lord Vishnu has taken an avatar.
For you, 14 years of exile.
On the day of our wedding, we made vows to one another. Our fates are now forever intertwined, and whatever lies before us, I shall accept.
Princess of Janasthan, Surpanakha.
The era of Ram begins.
And it looks epic. It was like one of those like
long
super
trailer, huh?
Epic. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a pretty long trailer. It was like almost 4 minutes.
Is it weird that was a trailer and I'm still not sure what the movie's totally about?
Not necessarily. I understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just what this one guy versus like this king ruler.
Like he's like some god's son, and then he comes back. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it looks like it's very epic. Like it's going to be huge.
It's going to be epic. Yeah.
And I think if you know the story, you'll understand it more. I don't know the story, but looks big.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the point where the whole his wife said, "I'm going with you, and wherever you go, I go." But it's a lot.
Yeah, it feels like one of those mandatory kind of love stories kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
kind of shoehorned into there.
Put it in there. Yeah, I mean, maybe it plays a bigger role, but at least from the trailer, it seems like, because it was like him versus him. He's the evil emperor that rules over all the kingdoms, and he's the avatar of their god. To offset it. So and then you're just like love story in the middle. So I was like, okay, yeah. But he freaking punched a flying elephant. I was like,
yeah,
that was dope. That was dope.
That was.
He was like yelling at the lion creature kind of thing. So it looks really cool, man. It reminds me of something else, and I can't put my finger on it. but it has like it just like I'm watching. I'm like not that I've seen it before, but it's just like the visuals and everything reminded me of something else that I've seen, like like
It
Chinese.
reminded me of a video game. That's it.
I mean, when he's in there, just hitting everybody, it was like Dynasty Warriors. Like that.
Exactly.
Like, he's like all these hordes of people, and he's just in there, just knocking them all out. Like it's very Dynasty Warriors for me, you know. But yeah, but yeah, it seems pretty epic. I might check it out. You know, stuff like this always is fun. Like I think RRR. Like I didn't expect really anything from it. I'm like, all right, everyone's talking about it. Let's watch it, and it was just like that got me. I was hooked. I was like, all right, cool. I get it.
He said, Kyle said, reminds me of Immortal or John Carter.
You can see that.
I can see
the Immortal. I can see Immortal because of all the like the armor was very much like that. Yeah.
And the color scheme and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, with the vibe. I like that. Yeah. You wait until the king. Shut up. Get out of here. That's what I get for clicking on your comment. Yeah. Yeah. It says Rama will bring soap to India. I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
No, that was it.
Yeah. Looks cool. Definitely see how it is when people are talking about it. Because there's like some movies that like are made for, you know, like this is obviously made like for Bollywood and stuff like that. You know, so there's always like, especially like world, you know, movies that aren't big in America, but then there's some that kind of make their way through and are big, you know, and you know, this could be another one, you know, because
it feels like there was a cultural importance to this movie, and I didn't get it, you know, and without that knowledge of it, you don't understand what's going on. I didn't get the cultural importance of it, and I think there's more to it. And I think that trailer will be more informative if I knew more about what the story is.
Yeah. Oh boy, that was on a different level. Yeah, it was big. It was big. Yeah. So said feels like a lot, but I still feel fresh enough to capture intrigue. Yeah. Exactly. So oh man. Not hanging about, probably wait till stream it for that one. Yeah. I mean, if the trailer's like 4 minutes, I wonder if the movie's going to be like a long movie.
3.5 hours later.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. But a lot of these, like, I guess it is like an international movie for sure. So I wonder if it's going to get like a full release in America, or it might get just select theaters. So it said IMAX and stuff like that too. So yeah. You know, and with Hans Zimmer, I think was in the sound the sound as well. So yeah. But we'll see once it comes out, and once it comes out, and if it does well. Yeah.
We'll take a peek at it and see what it is.
But cool. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys coming in, checking out Ramania, right? Ramaya. I'm so bad at names. Yeah, let alone like I'm bad at like American names, let alone anything else. So but yeah, we appreciate you guys coming in, checking us out for this trailer. Leave a comment, let us know what you think about this one. You're gonna check it out. You know, maybe this is something you're into. And make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us when we do trailer reactions and a bunch of other fun stuff as well. And we appreciate everyone in the live chat. You guys stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic. I don't know, like laggy. Have you ever seen that RR movie?
No.
Yeah, was it on Netflix? Let me make sure that's the one I was thinking. 2022. That was good, man. That was really good. Yeah, it's a Tale of Two Legendary. Was it Netflix? I don't think so. Oh, it is Netflix. You can watch it on Netflix. Yeah. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was two legendary revolutionaries and their journey far from home. After the journey, they return home to start fighting against the British colonists in the 1920s. The action's good. The story's good. It has that like kind of over the top Bollywood kind of action, like we saw there. It's got 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's because I heard like everyone kept talking about it.
Revolt. Oh, Rise, Roar, Revolt. I like it.
Yes. Yeah. And everyone was talking about it, and I was like, all right. Finally checked it out. I was like, I get it. There's a little dance number in it too that the brothers do together. I was like, all right, like shit, I might be a Bollywood fan after this one. So that's why I was like, after watching that, where I didn't think I was gonna like it, because it's not my style that I like. Yeah, it's not my usual thing. It's good. It's pretty good. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes has got 96 with critics and a 94 with audience. So yeah, it's on Netflix. I recommend watching it. It's a fun one for sure. Yeah, even on Letterboxd, 4.2 out of 5. So,
which one's that?
RRR.
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen that. Dude, yeah. The evil blonde chick was Elsa from Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, she is. Yeah, I'm looking at her.
Yeah. So, but I think because it was where this movie is very
fantastical and epic,
kind of thing, like Kyle said, like kind of gods of Egypt. So it's very talking about gods and stuff like this. Where RR is more, they're fighting the British colonists. So you get more real world kind of stuff to it all, which I think is more entertaining for me, at least when it comes to this kind of thing. But yeah. So if you guys need something to watch this weekend, because ain't nothing big in the theaters, turn on Netflix. Yeah, it was a fun movie. Plan. Yeah, trailer was way too long. Yeah, it was a little bit of a long trailer for sure.
It was almost 5 minutes. I'm like, good Lord. All right.
Yeah. All right, Lawrence, appreciate you coming in, man.
We getting out of here too, man.
Yeah, it's getting late. All right, but cool. Yeah, we'll. I think we'll be back for Saturday, right?
Yeah, we should be fine for Saturday.
Yeah, because I don't think we're not gonna spend all day at Fan Expo.
Nah, and I don't want your knees getting bad either. We need to preserve those knees.
It's been pretty good. Man, my physical therapist, she worked my entire leg was like, I got home, it was just throbbing. Like I haven't worked out my legs like that in like a long time. But I told her, I'm like, wait, we need to build the muscle. She's like, say no more.
Got you.
You're gonna feel it. I felt it. But yeah, so it was but today it felt good. So we'll see. Maybe that's the trick. I gotta get that muscle back. I think I took away Bishop's invite to the cookout and gave it to you.
Tank's already in the cookout, man. I got him a plate already.
Disney's. Yep. Oh man. So I was where was I? I was at Savers, which is like a thrift store, and they had one of those I don't know if you've ever seen those chairs that like are like two little plates that you pull out and it becomes like a little tube and it's a chair to sit on. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that. They wanted like $15 for it. I'm like, you're crazy. I could buy a brand new for $15. So it's like
you said like two.
Yeah, I know her. But maybe I should have bought one like from Amazon and then take it with me at the
realize. Bam, gotcha.
Randomly, boom, chair. Yeah. Do you use the 10 machines? I do use the 10 machine. I haven't used it today yet. But I have the little. It's a small one. I have a 10s machine. I bought a massage gun, which thing is, I don't know how I ever lived without that thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had a 16 head one.
Oh yeah, those things are great. I bought a cheap one, which I think when I get some extra money, I want to buy a better one. But yeah, that thing is just, I just sit in there. You work the little knot in my thigh. My IT band has been super sore, so I just go up and down my thigh, just with that thing full blast. That's great. Yeah, But the tens machine is good too. I like that one a lot. All right. I get out of here today. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out, man. Yep. Look for Black Friday stuff. Yep, when that comes around. You want to guess mine? I got like a cheapy $20 one.
Yeah, I think mine was like $60, but it feels good to me.
Because mine, I max it out, and it doesn't. It's not as strong as the one that they have at my physical therapy. Like they got the good shit. All right, let's get out of here. Like, we're falling asleep. Brandon's falling asleep. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, exactly. Cool. We will see you guys Saturday. We'll probably try to do some like live stuff if we can at Fan Expo, walk around and stuff like that. But but have a good weekend. We'll see you Saturday. Talk Silo. We'll be back Monday. Talking about lanterns.
Let's go.
Can't wait. Yeah. So
everyone
be safe. And which one?
End of Oak Street.
I'll be here.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that vacation of mine.
You better go, man. All right.
I
Let's
don't
get out
want
of here.
I guess.
We will see you guys later. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Peace.
The board has concluded the call.